What's going on, Vanquishers? Charlie here, back with another state of the game. We got quite a bit of updates, and I know a lot of you guys in the community is pretty psyched about what's going to happen tonight. We're about to rock 'em, sock 'em with the devs. They got a lot of stuff planned to go ahead and get that down. But before we do any of the actual dev battling, we're going to go through our basic updates for anybody that is reviewing us and wanting to know what the updates are and what we've been doing throughout the week. We're going to go ahead and cover that. But before we get started, first of all, we want to say welcome back to anybody, to all you guys that have came back, and if any of you guys are new, welcome to the state of the game. So when we get started, we usually like to introduce all the developers behind this project. So we're going to go ahead and start doing that. My name is Charlie. I am the creator and one of the developers behind the Vanquishers TCG.
All right, everybody, the champ is here. Welcome to the Vanquishers TCG world. My name is Jason. I handle social media, beating Brandon at the game, showing you guys how to do this the right way.
Hello, everybody. I am Jose. I'm the web developer for Vanquishers TCG.
Hey, what's going on, Vanquishers? You know what time it is. You know who it is. It's your boy, D-Game Balancer, and I'm here to beat Jason. I'm coming for that crown. I need my revenge.
Yo, so it's been a salty fight, man, since wow. It's been a while actually that we did a dev battle, but it's a good thing that the community.
Sound muffled here?
Who's muffled?
We're sounding horrible apparently.
Is it everybody, or is it just us, or is it just specific people?
I'm using the same mic I use every week.
You sound muffled.
That is.
Charlie, you sound good.
Everyone except Charlie.
Probably would you do all of our mics?
Oh, I actually didn't do anything. I don't know. Maybe it's the headphones. I don't know if the see, that's what happens when I don't use these headphones, man. Let me go and pop these headphones on real quick. Let me see if this is changing the dynamics. This is what happens here. We get into this audio check. It might be the mic. Hold on. Let me double check something here real quick. You know we always got to have these technical difficulties. Oh,
Just gonna start using sign languages.
Oh, don't do that. Hold on, guys. We don't want to blow people's ears out.
What's up, Hefe Brandon? Welcome. What's up, Lord Dragon?
SI.
What's up, Leafy? Haven't seen you in a while.
Miss Alicia with the
Look, you
prize.
guys are too loud. Too loud. There we go.
Shout out for the subscribe. Hell yeah.
All right, do your audio check
You
real
just
quick.
tell us when our mics start sounding correct.
All right, how does everything sound? Brandon's better. All right, see, so guys, I
Brandon's
will.
better.
All right, so I tried something a little different today, unfortunately.
little
Sounding
worse.
better. Okay.
I'm the worst.
Jason better.
I think Charlie's talking. We can't hear him at all.
Huh?
Oh, now we can't hear him at all.
Oh, that's you guys. All right, that's because I had the mic shut on you guys on Zoom. They can hear me. But so apparently I tried something different. I was trying to go the Jason route. Jason does it without headphones, and it works well on his end. But I guess apparently since I'm structuring it, it ain't gonna work well on my end. You got to be able to hear them quite more clearer. So,
I just don't like sweaty ears, man.
so again, we apologize for those technical difficulties.
Oh, my bad. What's up, Oda?
We wouldn't be Vanquishers if we didn't do it, right? Right? We always have technical difficulties, especially me on my end. So we're going to go ahead and cover a couple topics before we get into the dev battles. We're going to talk about our social media network. We're going to talk about the web and app updates. And then we also talk about the tabletop sim and the physical card game updates, which we got quite a bit of updates between all of them. We're going to give a quick brief overview on some of the things that we're working on. Because we want to get right into the dev battles, man. I know you guys have been waiting and been hollering about that since over the weekend, so we definitely need to get that started. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with this here. We're gonna go ahead and get Jason, rock 'em, and sock 'em on the social media network. So, Mr. Jason, can you go on ahead and let the community know what's going on with the social media, brother?
With the web.
All right, all you cool kids, let's go ahead and talk about it. All right, so today, if you're in our Discord, if you're not, get in there. We went ahead today and announced our people. Well, we didn't announce it totally yet, but all the people that are part of our VSTI, so our street team initiative, they are selected. They've been roles given in Discord, and we'll start getting the ball rolling on the next steps with those people. Shout them out. It'll be 2 Fluent, Double Dog Cards, Asian Josh, Vetflix and Chill, Lord Dragon, Mystic Mini, aka that he got 2 names, so he be confusing me. Then we got Snapback Breaks, aka Justin 31, and Dragu. So those will be our street team reps, and they're going to already go start talking.
Congrats, guys. We really do appreciate you guys taking your time out of your personal day to help us out, man. Really.
For real. We're going to, the first round of it will be sending everyone flyers to put in their LGSs, and then after that goes through, and then we get X amount of people for each person or group to follow us. Then it'll grow from there, and it will be sending more stuff as we go. So just to give that quick highlight on that. So congratulations, everybody. Thank you for being part of the Vanquisher family a little bit closer to the center of what we're doing. So you guys, we're going to keep you updated and let you know what's going on the next step here soon. Next part, we're going to go ahead and do, I'm just going to announce. So we had 2 giveaways this week, just so everybody knows. One giveaway was for one of the shirt designs. So all you had to do was tag 2 people on an Instagram post we posted. And that's basically it. You just had to do that. And we had to get 100 likes. We hit like 130 likes on it. So we're going to do that giveaway before the battle starts. So we can just focus on the battle after that. Also, another Instagram was doing a giveaway and asked if we partake in it. It's called Draw Me a Robot is their handle on Instagram. They have like 14,000 followers. It's really like an art page for people that draw robots. So we offered to give one of our Saigon Rage cards to one of their winners that participated in that. So thank you everybody from our side who participated that.
Yes, sir.
And everybody who, everybody who's new to us that connected with us on there. The guy who actually won just found out about Vanquishers through that giveaway. So I call that a win.
Absolutely. Right. Heck, anybody that sees it is a win, man. That's it.
Yep. So those are the 2 giveaways. And then just really quick, so just so you guys know, the Energy Overload giveaway is, the card should be here soon, like really soon. So you guys will do that giveaway coming up probably next Monday or the following Monday. And that's for everybody. All you have to do is be registered on our website to be able to participate in that giveaway. The more people we have registered on our website, there's only 16 printed of that Energy Overload card. So just know that if we hit over 100, and basically if we hit 150 plus people, we're gonna basically raffle off all the cards, give away all the cards. So all 16 will go out to the community. I think last time we did it, Jose, we had like 10 people or 10 cards we did.
Yep.
So we're not too far off on that. So we got to just go and register email, make sure it matches so that we can get you that win if you want to go ahead and do that. And then we have.
Hey, we appreciate you guys with your subscription. Thank you to Fluent and Lil Miss. I appreciate you, John.
Thank you so much. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. You guys really helping us a lot and showing a lot of love. We love all the love. And then the next part is going to be the community growth goals. I'm just going to go over that real quickly. Most of you guys already know it, but I'm just going to say it again. So our goal for Instagram is 3,000 followers. If we hit 3,000 followers on Instagram, we're going to open up the final sale of the Saigon Rage cards. So after those are sold, that Saigon Rage card is it for those Saigon Rage cards. On Discord, we want to hit 400 people. We're about 350 right now on Discord. So we want to hit 50 more people, and then we hit that community growth goal. You remember when we hit those 2 goals, we usually do it. We usually do a giveaway once we hit community growth goals, and then after that, the other goal, the new one that we want to focus on too, is the pre-launch Kickstarter page, which is 200 people is our goal right now. So we're at 171. So we want to go ahead and get those numbers up as well. The bigger numbers on there, the better outcomes for our Kickstarter. Okay. And then the last part I'm going to go over. So this part's going to be I kind of rushed the last stuff so I can really talk about this. If you guys have questions, be ready to ask them in the live if you want to.
Yeah, because we've had quite a few people that's been requesting this. So we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about it. Mr. Jason, we ended up putting something together. Here, hold on. Let me
go ahead, Charlie. Do the hookup thing that you was going to do. He's going to do a little video.
Shout out
magic
for that sub, man.
Yeah. We had quite a few of them, man. We appreciate for the subs. Everybody that's been subbing on me.
Too Fluent. You the dude, man.
All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to share the screen real quick. Go ahead and show you guys some of these brands. So we've had some talk about the factions and stuff like that. So we're going to, Jason is going to kind of go through an overview of the factions really quickly. To kind of let you guys know what's going on in our universe. Go ahead, Mr. Jason. Go ahead and take it from here.
All right. So as people have been getting the cards and they've been getting the lore and they've been getting little pieces here and there, they've been asking about our they're not so much factions. We call them factions sometimes, but they're basically our weapons manufacturers. So they're basically the companies that are making the weapons that the Vanquishers and all their people use. So the way the way it all connects and the way it moves is we have multiple manufacturers that have specialties. So if you ever see in our Mythos, if you go into our Discord, we have a section channel called the Mythos. That's like where the lore is going to be at, where it's going to explain different parts of everything. So you can read information in there. So with that being said, Talentech will be one of them. Talentech, we just recently shown the graphic and the logo for Talentech. So Talentech is a weapon manufacturer that specializes in abilities. Okay, so when Talentech is a weapon or any other kind of branded Talentech on the game when you're playing it, more than likely the ability on it is going to be pretty crazy or pretty specialized. But their targeting and their damage is going to most likely be average for most of them. So just know that when you're dealing with Talentech, it specializes in abilities. So those abilities might synergize with targeting. They might synergize with being able to use weapons. It's an ability, so it can do so many different things. So just I call the Talentech a wild card, basically, when you talk about the manufacturers of that weapon, those weapons and brand. So you can more than likely you'll find some crazy stuff when you use the Talentech. So if you like the gameplay where, okay, I just want to make sure that my strategy is based around using abilities and connecting the dots that way, you'll be able to.
Yeah, a lot of conjurers will lean into Talentech.
Yeah.
And a lot of their abilities, like a pistol, for instance, most pistols have one ability, maybe two at most. Talentech's most likely you end up finding 3 abilities maxed out on a lot of their guns, or a minimum of 2. But their targeting and their damaging won't be quite as high. But they do, where they specialize and shine is going to be abilities. So that's what they'll be focused on.
Yeah, and that could be an ability that gives higher damage if you do XYZ thing on that ability or whatever might happen. So just know it doesn't mean necessarily that they're not going to hit hard. It does not mean necessarily that they are not going to target good. It just depends on the ability on there and how you synergize it with your build. It really just comes to you building it up and playing in that sandbox for that one. A little bit of the lore behind that one, just because all the weapon manufacturers have a little lore behind them. If you do look in the Mythos area in the Discord, we gave a little, snippet of something behind the mantra of that weapon manufacturer. So that mantra for Talentech is their manufacturing is based off of, like, think of it like today people do like a Spartan run, so it's based off being a Spartan. So there was a hero back in one of the other timelines named Talon Gilant. So that the way that he won battles and stuff like that was based off his strategy of using the abilities of himself in battle. So that's why that weapon manufacturer uses that's why they used it. So just like if you felt like a Spartan, like, and you work out at a Spartan gym or something like that, it's the same kind of concept. So with Talentech, the hero of that age, that warrior, inspired them to make their weapons, inspired them to be what they are as a manufacturer. So this is Sparta, something like that. So think of it like that when we're talking about the weapon manufacturer for Talentech. Another one will be Rifle Co. So you might have seen some Rifle Co. weapons. The main thing about Rifle Co., think of it like an ex-military group that made their own weapon manufacturing company. They're basically a kinetic damage-based weapon. So mainly you'll never find a Rifle Co. Weapon that will really have any energy damage. It's always going to be kinetic damage when it comes to a Rifle Co. manufacturer for the game. So whenever you're using that, it's going to be very rare you see energy damage, and a lot of their stuff's going to be connected to hitting with physical damage and the kinetic damage of ammunition and stuff like that. So Rifle Co. is more like the militaristic, the military-minded style of weapon manufacturers. So the history behind them basically is they just a long line of ex-military personnel and secret, special op type people that created it originally. There'll be more detail in the writing for it, so you guys will see it, but that's basically how Rifle Co. works. So whenever you see Rifle Co., just know it's you want to hit hard. That's basically what you want to do with that. Their targeting and their damage might not be there's going to be a balance in that, but the main thing is they're always going to hit kinetic damage, so you don't have to worry about shields. So whenever you're using damage with them, they're always going to hit hard. It's going to go through. It's going to hit shield and life as you fight with those weapon manufacturers. So you don't have to worry about losing down if you have energy damage, and then now you're hitting for 4 instead of 6 or something like that. And then we have Tor Art of War. So with that one, that is a weapon manufacturer that is there's a hero from the past that is part of that, but that hero was like a brute strength, kind of like a Broly style warrior. So like the history behind that inspired that weapon manufacturer is that's just a hard-hitting Broly style weapons. So whenever you're using a Tor weapon or a Tor Art of War weapon, it's going to be like a heavy hitter, or it's going to be something really strong. Targeting might not be good at all, but if you hit with it, it's like
if it connects,
like you're down.
They connect, man. They're gonna hit pretty hard.
So be on the lookout for that, and then the background story for that one will come as we soon, post more of the snippets of the lore on those. But yeah, Tor is a hard hitter, like a brute style of fighting. So that could be a Tor. You know, melee weapons are coming out, so you might see a Tor weapon that's a melee weapon. You never know. We had some people talking about tridents and things like that. So just be on the lookout. Halberds, all that kind of stuff. Physical weapons are in the future. So very close future. Then we have Triconian. And the Triconian class, that goes back to like some of the base story lore. So Tricon is the name of the planet. That's the original settlers. That's the original Ebos that were there. That was like their culture, Triconian. So with Triconian, their basis is energy. So a lot of their weapons are energy-based attack weapons. So a lot of what they're going to do is get your shield down really fast. So it's going to be really, for me, I think it's going to be a really good thing to fight against conjurers when you use Triconian weapons and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, definitely want to have some of those in your arsenal.
Yeah, so you'll be able to have your strategy. So that's why we kind of built the different manufacturers, so you can build your strategy around what you're fighting against. So like if you're going to fight against somebody who plays a lot of conjure, you can use the Triconian energy. If you're going to fight against somebody that you think, I need to use rifle code to just eat through everything as fast as possible, knowing every hit's going to hit. And then as the game keeps developing and more cards come out, there's going to be synergies if you're using the same brand. So that's another part of the game that you guys are going to see unfold as it continues going, that there's going to be cards that are going to say, if you are using this brand of this, you're using an SMG of this brand, and you're using the auto rifle of this brand, that could also do something special in the game that synergizes with you doing it. So you picking what you, when you're picking your deck to build, you're gonna have so many options to build around it. So
yeah, synergy is very important. That's a main mechanic behind our game.
Have you seen that Triconian one?
Weapons.
We already got. I don't know if you can see it. We already got the stickers.
Triconian badges, man.
We got some stickers, some badges. You can put them right in there.
And a little backstory with these guys: they believe that their weapons are made from the Triconian metal from the original beginnings. The original 3 that created Tricon and created their civilization, that they believe they have harnessed their energy in their weapons. So that's their beliefs, and that's what they stand by in their faction.
Yep. And so Triconian is one, like you're gonna see in this release, you're gonna see a lot of Triconian stuff and a lot of Nebulae. Nebulae is the next one we're gonna talk about. Most of you guys know what Nebulae is. Nebulae is our community-based weapon manufacturer, so it's just like the militia, like in a movie, the militia, the rise of the Evos. So anytime you see purple, gold, black, silver together, those are usually the Nebulae, and these weapons are based off of what you guys give us in the Patreon and say this is an idea you're thinking of, and if we can use parts of it to build another weapon or build another card. It doesn't have to be a weapon. It could be the name of a hero. You guys could say anything in there that you think is an idea, and we will consider it. So just know
Nebula was built by the community, and just recently we actually had great ideas of a new mod that we're finalizing to figure out what we're going to utilize for that weapon mod. And there's more to come, guys. There's more to come. So
I'll say
by the time launches occurs, we're gonna have enough Nebulae weaponry for you guys, man.
Correct. And next Monday, if you tune in, you might see some new special things we need to get names on and things like that. So just remember to check that out. But our weapon manufacturers, and we have more than that, but right now for this first set, these are the ones that you'll see. You won't see some of the other ones, but they all have even deeper meaning behind it personally to us, which as we unfold the Kickstarter and the company grows more and more, we're going to do a documentary that's going to give a lot more in depth behind the meaning behind these names and what they really mean to us, and like how personal they are. So if you guys pay attention to them, we're putting our heart and soul into this, just so you know. Even the names of everything have heart and soul. Every single name of heroes, every single thing like a manufacturer has meaning behind it. So we really want to have a really strong following, to know that we put a lot of energy into all this thought process of this being made. So if anyone has questions about the faction, don't hesitate to ask. If you have questions, or even if you're part of our Patreon, you have an idea about a faction, the way it should work, or not one that we already have, but like a new one you're thinking of that could work, write it in the
actually we heard of quite a few of them, man. I mean, with y'all's origin stories, with the whole Cyprus backstory clans and all these different things, man. I mean, they may come to life, man. I mean, we might be able to utilize that and bring it into our universe. So
we also have the write your own. We have post your lore in there. So if you feel like, hey, you feel inspired about hearing about our game, seeing the imagery, what's going through your imagination to talk about, that you think could connect with our game, we have post your lore channel in our Discord. So post your lore. We read it. It's a beautiful thing. The community loves it. We've had like 2 or 3 submissions already. So it's a good thing. So if anybody wants. Are there rivalries between certain factions? So what I'll say is the Talon Tech and the Tor Art of War have some things between each other. But that will unfold as we talk about it. Just so you know, the Talon Tech hero that inspired the Talon Tech and Tor Art of War, they're part of the first timeline, the actual heroes of those 2 guys. So that will come out later, though. Sorry to talk about it and tell you it's going to come out way later, but those guys are way later on. But yeah, there's a type of rivalry right there. Right now, because of the end of the Civil War and stuff like that, just to talk about lore a little bit more, Vale and Solaris, I've already written like a script and a storyline of how they're connecting with the Kickstarter and why they're the 2 people that we're pushing as the main battle right now. So I already have that put together. So that will be given out to the public probably after Tampa Comic-Con or right before Tampa Comic-Con, around that time. So we'll unveil it. The actual story's name for that is called the Lays. So if you look up the definition of the word lays, it means it's when lava meets water or ice or cold, liquid water. So that's like the definition of it. So the name of the story is actually called the Lays. But down in the future, the Lays story will actually be written into a comic book. You'll get it in the written portion as well. You'll get it written out to at least read what it's about. But that story will most likely get put into a comic in the future, just depending on what goals get hit during the Kickstarter.
Right. All right. Well, I know that's a lot to take in, more so than anything right now. But yeah, we're definitely going to get more details. I know a lot more people want more information about lore. I mean, lore is probably the biggest thing that a lot of people are kicking our butts about. But between the balancing of everything, trust me, we got plenty of it. We got a lot of stuff mocked up. Look at Mr. Jason back and some stuff. But yeah, so I hope that, we did get some comments with that. So I hope that kind of gives you guys a little overview of certain factions. But there is a lot of internal conflict. Certain manufacturers are trying to beat other certain manufacturers, even trying to wipe each other out. But there are some interesting, as companies, there's quite a bit of stuff going on. But as factions, we have our orders. There are order members in our universe, which are, each faction force, and they do have their internal conflicts too. So we could talk a little bit more about those a little later on another state of the game. But there are more factions. If you're more of a solar clan faction, or you a glacier faction, now those will entail between people's morals and where their moral compass are and how they operate as a clan and a faction. That would be something you want to lean more into, where you talk about the Order X and stuff like that. They're the original Vanquishers, so their morals and stuff are a little bit different than most other orders. But we'll get into that a little later on a little later state of the games. If that's something you guys are interested, please comment. Let us know. We can go ahead and put together a little mini thing for you guys to check that out.
Yeah, and I can get what Jose, and definitely they're asking if the bio of each faction can be on the website. Yeah, we can put the bios and the little snippets that we already been putting out on the website as well with the video like in the background when you saw it earlier running, so people can see that stuff. We can put all that up there. Yeah. That's not a problem. I like to make Jose work harder.
Oh, speaking of Jose, Mr. Jose.
It'll be coming to you soon. Don't you worry, guys.
So next update we're going to go ahead and talk about is going to be our web and our app update. So, Mr. Jose, can you go on and tell our wonderful community here, where do they go to get anything, to get information, access? Where can they catch our stuff at, man?
You can go to VanquishersTCG.com and you will see all the information you need in order for you to be informed.
Yeah, so this here's our beautiful laid out website here, you guys. You guys can check us out, www.vanquisherstcg.com. Come check out our website. We got a lot of good stuff going on here. We got a how to play video, a couple of other video tabs up here. Our actual roadmap is up here, so you guys can see what the progression and what our goals are throughout the rest of this year. Our try make key is in here. I mean, there's just so much stuff to go ahead and go through, even the advanced rules. So if the rules are something you're really looking into and looking to get more, to dive into the game a little bit more in depth, you could definitely go there for our rules.
All right. Well,
show them that community tab. We need to get our influencers in there. We need to get them part of that community area.
Updates. Hold on, let me see that right now.
Set up your little section. That way, when people come visit our website, they can also come and check you out, see what you're up to. So.
Absolutely. That looks kind of cool, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do. We got a lot of stuff.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, we're having a lot of stuff coming up, man. We got a lot of stuff coming up. You guys are the big drivers on this. Listen, we're on the back seat a lot of times. You guys are accelerating for us. We're just putting the gas in and we're just letting it roll, baby. That's what we're doing. So, hey, we do got a couple of updates. So I know we've been hounding Mr. Jose for the app, right? Mm-hmm. So we've been throwing some jabs at him. We wanted the old app back up, little jabs, hooks. He bobbed and weaved a little bit, but eventually he got landed by an uppercut by little Miss A and a couple people in the community. So he managed to put something together. And it's pure bones. Literally, it's just pure bones of the app. But it is the app, the most updated version of it on Unity. So he's managed to put that together, and we're going to actually showcase it tonight. And I believe we may have it up on the website sometime later this week, or am I pushing my buttons here?
Let's hope. There's still Unity and servers are, I think, having trouble when it comes to like uploading games, and it's not showing what it's supposed to be showing, like videos and stuff like that in the background, whatever. So right now, pretty much how it started was this week I wanted to upload content onto the Discord, so I decided to upload the app to see if people actually like it, the form, the layout, and stuff like that. And I got a lot of response on the Discord. So,
all right, let's take a quick look at it real quick here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just shrink this down a little bit because it seems like I'm cutting part of it off. So as if right now as it sits, again, it's bare bones. There is no background. There's nothing like that. We like to jazz things up, but it is the Alteza app, and it's functioning for its purpose. Now, as far as the visual aesthetics, that's the stuff that we're working on that Jose's having a little bit of issues. But as of right now, it is working on our computers. It'll work on mobile devices, working pretty good. So the stat values of your hero's life points, you'll be able to click up and down to be able to keep track of your storage energy points. You'll be able to roll your dice with this icon here, which has actually got a pretty decent, cool animation. And as you keep clicking it, the dice will roll. Unfortunately, I don't got the sound effects, but I think if you guys give Jose a little bit of time, he'll make his own. He'll make his own sound effects for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Just roll it, and there you go. So you will have your weapon one. You can be able to increase or decrease the targeting values for your weapons. This is a great feature, especially if you're playing advanced mode, because if your standard targeting is 3, when you start adding weapon mods, it can increase targeting by a lot or a few. So you can actually add all those variables in one and just look at your Alteza app to know what your first weapon's doing in totals between damage and also energy damage if any of them apply. So they do got the 2 weapon slots to be able to keep track of all those values. At the bottom here, we do have your your damage resistance. So that way you'll be able to have that there, and your durability. So for each armor durability, you'll know how much durability you have, and then your storage energy points. So as you build up your storage energy points, you'll be able to calculate them and keep track of them there. And as you're using them throughout the gameplay, you can actually hit end turn, and it'll reset it back to 0. Is that actually functioning, Jose? Should I hit that? Let me see. Oh, look!
You have to have that custom sound effect. They asking for it.
He got it.
Yeah,
Here we go. Here we go.
We just need the Jose soundboard.
Hold on. Wait a second. I didn't even get to the big one. Hold on, guys. Be patient. Look, so you guys can use your storage points, and then you hit end turn, and it goes to 0. Hold on. Watch this V trigger. Ready, Jose? You got to hit that sound effects. 3, 2, 1, boom. He did his jazz fingers. Y'all saw that? Listen, yo, we should start charging for those, man. Downloadable content, right? That'll be a special downloadable feature that you'll get with the actual app. Man, but Jose's definitely working. He's busting his butt off with this. We would like to try to stress test it. No, Jose? Maybe?
Yeah, you can. I mean,
okay, so we'll try to have this version of it bare bones on the website. Jose's still going to be working on the animations and making sure all the features and the aesthetic aspect of it. Because as of right now, the way the app stands, it's functioning properly, so it's working pretty good. So we want to try to get this up for you guys to be able. Let's roll them dice. So we want to make sure that we can get this rolling and up for you guys when you get the test decks. That way, if you guys want to do a digital, oh my God, Snake Eyes. See, this is why this is why this dev ain't gonna battle tonight, because that's what
I'm talking about. No, what I'm talking about.
Snake Eyes.
Them dice rolling the right way. If they rolling like that for you, Charlie.
This is why I play advanced mode and why I focus on every weapon being high targeting, so I ain't gotta worry about the dice, man. My guns are gonna hit my enemy. So yeah, so he's working on it. He's actually doing a pretty good job. So we're gonna have it up on the site as a usable link sometime, maybe this week, and for you guys to kind of stress test it. Just play with it, and make sure that it's operating properly. That way we can get the core mechanics of it operating, the way we need it to be at.
They said they see the dice rolling, but they don't hear the sound.
They don't hear the.
There's no effects, man. We told you there's no. There it is. Boom.
No, they need to do it live.
All right, Jose. So is there any more updates that we need to talk about as far as the web and app? Where should the community go if they want to go ahead and grab some great gear or anything like that?
You know what it do. Go to the merch store.
Okay.
Vanquishers TCG.com/merch. Get your stuff. I got mine. I gave my daughter the hoodie. I wanted to keep. I don't even have the right hat on. It's over there somewhere. But yes.
But you have a hat on. That's what's important, man.
Go to the merch store.
Yep, and don't forget that all the funds that come in through our merch store goes 100% back into the project. So we appreciate everybody's support that has purchased stuff in here. Yes.
And next month we're gonna have a special new design that y'all should look out for.
Especial.
Something to give back to the community.
Comunidad. All right, we got that.
We'll reveal as we get closer.
That bomber jacket. Oh, this girl wants a bomber jacket.
Dang, where's she from? Man, I'm in Florida right now, man. We can barely stay hydrated. All right, we're going to bless people. Y'all want a bomber jacket? Tell us y'all want a bomber jacket. We're going to get it. We're going to make it happen, all right? All right? We're going to make it happen. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the last category before we get right into the dev battles. We're going to go ahead and jump into the tabletop sim and the physical card game updates. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this here, Mr. Brandon. Where can the community go to play the game, to get access to a dev? Obviously, except last week. But where can they go? Mr. Brandon?
So, last week was Father's Day, so I was nowhere to be found. I was MIA hanging out with the family, doing daddy duty.
But we had the community jumping in and stepping in to help people.
I was getting spoiled. I was getting
So I'm not the only one that go MIA, huh?
Well, I wasn't ghosting on a challenge, though. I always rise to the challenge.
You could not ghost on a challenge.
Keep the gloves up.
If you're not even there, you already ghosted before I could ghost.
When I hear them shots going off, I'm running towards it. So
because I waited like 30, 40 minutes for you.
Please. Okay. Anyways,
let's go.
You guys want to find me every Sunday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be on Tabletop, or we can do a webcam and do a live gameplay with physical cards. So just let me know. We have a Tabletop Simulator. It's $20 for Tabletop Simulator, but you can download our mod for free through our website. And Our print and play is for free through our website. All you got to do is register. So there's several ways to play. Just let me know. Find me Sunday nights. And throughout the week, I try to get on whenever I can. Usually it's later on in the evening, maybe after 9, around 9ish, just because I got to get the kids down to bed. So hit me up any other time outside of Sunday evenings, and I'll try to make it work. But for sure, Sunday nights, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be on.
All right.
What do you say?
So, Brandon, what about the questions? What about questions from the community? What should we encourage?
We should encourage people to keep playing the game. Send us your feedback. Let us know what's up. If you got questions, don't feel like you're asking dumb questions. Don't feel like, people have already asked it, so I don't want to ask the same thing. It just lets us know that we need to explain things a little bit better. Maybe it's a little confusing. Maybe we messed up something. Maybe reworded something wrong. So keep sending us that feedback. Keep playing the game. Let us know what you think. Let us know. And every criticism is a good criticism because it helps us grow bigger and stronger.
Absolutely. You guys actually don't even realize. Yeah. We just riffed. Oh yeah. You guys don't realize how much your input really does help our progression at the game, man. Speaking of that, a lot of input's been given in, and we're trying to simplify the rules a little bit. We noticed that even in the quick rules, we were missing a few things that we're going to add into it. Brandon's been working very hard to consolidate a lot of that because we really want to include a book. So I know at first we were having folded sheets, so anyone that does get our test decks will still get the folded sheets with the quick rules of how to break down the game. We are adding a few more things to it just to make sure that we can try to get it as clear as possible. Again, you guys do have access to our website. There are other rules in there that'll have the full detailed elaborate rules, and we also have a video which will be a QR scan on the actual sheet, or you guys will be able to do it on the back of the box to watch the video of how to play the game. So hopefully those are other areas and avenues that can help you understand the game. And still, even then, if that's not enough, feel free to jump into our community and talk with us, man. We're more than happy to explain it.
Let us know about the rules. We've been hearing a lot of feedback, and we definitely been trying to work on them and making sure that they're about as straightforward as they can be.
Right.
So
yeah, because it's and just to kind of put that out there, when we're designing and making these rules, it makes 100% sense to us because we know the game in and out, right? So when trying to teach that to other people to understand it, it's a bit more challenging because there's some of the variations of variables they don't know or don't understand, and that's the part of it that Brandon's targeting to try to break it down to a newcomer to come in and be able to understand it. So that works, and your feedback helps us significantly, especially if certain things should be reworded to be more simplistic. Feel free to let us know that. Be like, hey, look, it'll be easier to just say it like this. Boom, done. All right, let's talk a little bit about well, you know what?
I'll also say, just so so everybody knows, because I know there's some people here that played the game. Some people are looking at to play the game. Our mechanics and our gameplay is a different kind of flow. So there's a learning curve in the sense of you can't have the expectation of like you playing a TCG, one of the big boxes that you've already played before, because a lot of our gameplay is unique to Vanquishers. Innovative, refreshing. But with Nature Valley Any other bars, you have a descriptor you want to put in there?
The whole family can enjoy.
Where's my backpack?
We got a commercial going on somewhere.
Yeah, of course.
People get commercials.
Twitch, bro.
Oh, we got we're big timers on the Twitch. Yeah.
But the commercial disrupted our. Man, look, don't click that commercial. Don't get that ad, man. I don't even want that ad pay, man. Don't do that.
And just to say, we got two questions to the Patreon that deal with this area of what you guys are talking about. So just tell me when you're ready for me to tell you.
Let's go ahead and do that now. Actually, I want to go ahead and talk about that real quick.
First question. We have 3 questions actually this week, so we'll get them all answered.
Yep.
The first one is a quick answer, so I'll ask it as, can trap cards deflect another trap card? For example, player 1 sets a trap, player 2 sets a trap and then attacks. Player 1's trap blocks the counter. Now player 2's trap blocks that counter. That was one question.
Yeah, as of right now, that's actually clever. I actually really like that. But right now, the way the game's designed, a lot of trap cards are either triggered when you're being targeted by a weapon or if you're being dealt damage by a weapon. It's not allowing it to trigger if another trap triggers because you wouldn't be targeted by that weapon. But that idea is epic as all. Yo, I actually kind of like that, man. But as of right now, to answer that question, unfortunately, no. based off the base of the mechanics of the game, it is designed to help counteract a targeting hero targeting you directly. So, but that is a great idea. I actually really like that. That could be something that me and Brandon and all of us can look into. Maybe even
we've been kicking around the idea of
like
trap enhancement traps and stuff like that, and things of that nature. So,
next question, Mr. Jason.
Next question is status on AGS grading. I'm still waiting to hear word back. I will keep you guys updated as soon as I know it's good to go. I will update you guys. CGC, I've not got a message back from them yet, to be transparent. I'm going to email them probably tomorrow morning to see what the deal is. They're a very busy company, so I will hound them until they tell me what the deal is on that. So with the grading systems, the AGS is on the route. AGS is
happening.
Going.
It's just a matter of when. That's it. It's definitely happening.
CGC is more in the greeting and setting up point with them right now. So, but yeah, so those are the updates for those two gradings. And then the last question is, and this question is hard to answer in a lot of ways, but easy to answer, right? How customizable will the decks be? Thinking we can put together the ultimate deck.
Oof, it's so customizable. One day, me and Brandon were doing a test, and we thought we were going to be able to go through every card with no problem, and it was so overwhelming. It was so overwhelming that it was just insane because the amount of builds we wanted to build with one hero. It's just insane, the sandbox that is open. So, building the one ultimate deck, I don't know, man. I really don't think that really exists in the game right now, because we've tried that many times, and it's like there's always a synergy. See, the thing is, there are games based off synergizing, and you can't really build the ultimate deck because it's based off your mod. So you got your weapon is the main source of combat, but then that weapon can be modified with more modifications. And when you pull those to build that weapon, you're essentially building a weapon in the middle of combat. And so, like, you can have the best preparations, but again, it all boils back to the one factor that is the most beautiful mechanic of our game, and that's that dice rolling mechanic, that you could still miss that weapon. So I think it's very customizable, and it's going to be a bit of a challenge to build that ultimate deck. You may build the ultimate deck that applies and fits your play style.
Also, it's going to vary from game mode to game mode as well.
Yes,
so I think, even if somebody were to find, a meta or something like that, it's going to switch from game mode to game mode. You're not going to be able to run the same thing game mode to make game mode, depending on what you're doing. Even from standard mode to advanced mode, you got to switch it up drastically. So
you know what, Jason, you were absolutely correct. This could be a simple question, or we could be up all night talking about it. So Jason's absolutely correct. We're gonna cut it right there. If you guys have more questions, I really appreciate that question, by the way, man. It makes me want to talk more about it and the passion I have for this game. I can literally sit here on a whole state of the game just to talk about this one thing. But if that is something you want to talk more about offline, we could definitely do so in the chat rooms. But yeah, that's actually a really good question. So it's very customizable. Let's just put it that way. And it's hard to build that ultimate deck, but it's not impossible, right?
As the game grows, as the game grows and the other game modes come out, guess what? You're going to be able to make your PvP deck, which you can fight other people in the different game modes. Then you'll also have your PvE deck to fight against raid bosses
and help your teams.
And help your teammates and stuff like that. So we have this planned out to where you're gonna want to build some things for some different things. You might have Solaris as your favorite hero when you're in a group, or you might have Vale, or he might not be your favorite when you're PvPing against 1v1s or against other people. So
let's be honest. You might be like, hey, we need a Sentinel. Oh, you're not running a Sentinel? All right, you can't join the squad. We need someone who's gonna run a Sentinel. That's the void that needs to be filled.
You see, there we go, guys. We're going to talk about this all night. Here we go. See, this is that simple and long question. We're going to talk about this all night.
We got to have some gameplay tonight, guys. Yeah, hopefully it's quick and Brandon gets to go to bed early.
All right, so we're going to talk real quick. We have a lot of exciting news. So we managed to order our review kits. We are so excited. It is going to be one of our, I would say, close to top tier kits that we want to go ahead and do for our reviewers to be able to review one of the premium kits that we're going to have on our Kickstarter. I actually have one back here that was an older setup model, but it is our dev edition. For those that have seen our dev edition, I'm going to quickly grab it real quick. So our dev edition box, so it's pretty much going to be just like the way this kit is in this box, and I know it's a bit bright, but you will have the dev edition box, and this thing is actually pretty nice, and you guys have seen the unboxing. So this box kit is going to have the exclusive dice tray that we have been showing, but it's going to be the exclusive print with Cyber and Saigon. And this will be the only kit that will guarantee you to get Cyber and Saigon. I think there might be another tier. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Look at me spilling the beans like always. But Mr. Jason will probably roast me afterwards. But in this kit for sure, if you are looking for Cyber or Saigon,
Charlie, don't open that box.
And we are definitely not opening it. See, I almost spilled the beans there. See, I almost
next week we'll open the box for you guys.
It open. But there's a lot of cool goodies in here, man. And the reviewer kits, this will be a tier, so we're gonna have the selected reviewers to be able to review our entire package kit here. So I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys that we do got them coming on the way. This entire kit. Probably on the next day of the game, we'll go ahead and crack this one open and show you guys what's going to be inclusive with it, so you guys to know what to expect. But the Dev Edition will guarantee you the Cyber and the Saigon. That way you don't have to dig into Chase, right? You want to go in and get your top Vanquishers. That's going to be where you're going to get them. So unfortunately, you will have to go to the Chase. It's not the God. It's not the God. There's not going
to be many of those starter boxes, the Dev starter boxes.
Right.
Because, so you might not want to even open
Jason,
it.
You see?
You might not even want to open it.
I didn't even open the deck box yet. But yes, there's going to be some exclusive stuff that are only pertaining to this kit too. So you guys definitely want to keep an eye out. Look, we're already kind of leaking our Kickstarter stuff, but we want to go ahead and show you guys.
I like all these people that's in here watching right now.
Facts. So yeah, it's going to be very nice. So before we get any further, we're going to do a quick giveaway for you guys on our stream before we get into the dev battles. I know you guys are excited about that, man. It's the main event. It's that Holyfield Mike Tyson. Only we ain't going to be biting no ears off. You know what I mean? We're going to go straight. I don't know. Somebody might bite somebody's ear off. It's about to get real personal tonight.
I don't got my earmuffs on. I might get my ears bit off.
I was going to say, I'm kind of was feeling the biting, actually.
All right. So who's screen sharing? Who's doing what? Do we have the
All right, let's bring out the blur wheel. Let's
bring out the blur wheel.
No, we don't got no damn blur wheel.
The blur. Don't hurt.
Charlie, you gonna bring out that blur wheel, man?
No, we gonna bring out
Jose,
the rockets, baby.
All right, so guys, this giveaway was, we did a post for one of the new designer shirts graphics. These are all the people who follow the directions on the Instagram. And we're going to see who wins it, and then I will contact them afterwards so that we can go ahead and get them their designer shirt. Mm-hmm. If they do not respond to me, we will run it again and let you guys know who was the person that got it. And Jose, you could make it like 30 seconds if you want, because these
made it a minute.
You made it a minute?
I made it
oh, man.
I made a super hole, man.
Holy Jason. While you guys are setting this up, I'm going to go ahead and make sure I set up the tabletop sim so that way we ain't idling afterwards, man. We're going to go ahead and get that
so
set up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, with the music. I forgot about this.
The only reason why we do these. For that music, though.
Oh, snap. Wrong one.
What is this? I see File Manager.
Uh-oh. We got do.
Man, I be trying to look who in the middle, man, because I be looking in the front.
Here we go.
And then you don't know.
Here we go. People always in the cut.
There you go. See the back coming up.
Mush.
Here we go.
Mush.
Here we go.
I don't know.
Who could it be?
Leafy.
Uh-oh. No. No. Uh-oh. Someone's going to get that full octane. Oh, I see something slowing down, man. This is dragging, bro.
For real, man. This is the world's longest race right here.
Leafy getting it?
Leafy!
Oh,
Leafy!
Oh, let's go.
Man, congratulations,
Leafy,
that one was
yeah.
probably one of the most epic, yo. That was like back and forth back, man. All right, Miss Leafy. Congrats. Big up, man. That was
incredible.
Cool, man. That was a good little
that was incredible.
rendition right there. That was actually kind of cool, man.
I'm gonna go ahead and open up this tabletop simulator so I can show you guys how it's done.
Well, congratulations, Leafy. We really do appreciate you. You're a big help in our community. Actually, you were really a good help for us on our rulebook when we initially launched it on the actual website. But congratulations. Get with Mr. Jason here. He'll go ahead and make sure you get your
just DM me your shirt size and we'll get you, and pick one of the designs on the website and I'll send you it. I'll also let you know what the new design is. If you want that one, I'll send you the new design.
Ooh, look at that. Exclusive.
And come on, Leafy, one of our Patreon members too. She's been showing love. She was one of the first people to show our game in LGS, and she said people's necks was breaking.
Oh man.
No, she wasn't lying though.
And she was print and playing it at the beginning, like showing mad love to Leafy, y'all.
All right, so without further ado, we're getting the devs all set up in their sides. So I had to stay quiet. Right? So I'm gonna stay a little quiet. I think Brandon might disown me for a little bit because it's kind of a little something Jason had to put together. So Jason has an exclusivity build that he's coming in tonight.
I got an exclusive build, guys.
Jay has an exclusive build. Brandon doesn't know. Hey, this is for real.
Oh.
So
he coming with the most. Okay,
Brandon doesn't know, guys, and Jason had to put his exclusive
don't leave
build.
Yet. You got to see this.
I don't think you guys know, and you guys have been screaming for a little bit. I think now he's gonna be a little anticipated. I think now he kind of knows who and what we're gonna be talking about. But Jay had to put his build together because he feels like he's gonna come all the way hard on Mr. Brandon tonight. So we do got an exclusive character tonight. We do got an exclusive build tonight. For Brandon to face, and Brandon ain't got no issues because Brandon's the balancer, man. I think he's gonna balance this fight out. He already got his custom build. He's using Veil. Veil is a devastating character that's going to wreck shop. And I know we talked about this hero in the past. And without further ado, we're gonna get right into it. Jason and Brandon's gonna go ahead and get their deck set up, and we're gonna go ahead and showcase the new hero tonight. So let's go ahead and get right into the.
You need to switch your board up though, Jay.
Oh, no. His hero ain't going to be on that board. Oh, yeah, you need to be on advanced, Jay. So I think it's what, 2?
Don't worry about my board, Brandon. You just worry
about
your
number
board.
2. Oh, I don't need to worry about my board. It's already set. I do things ahead of time.
Worry about your board, man.
We're going to go ahead and jump right into the actual scene, into the action. Let's go. Boom. Booyah Shika. All right, guys. So we're not going to use...
Let me see.
Oh, here we go.
Let me see who this supposed hero is.
Oh, he's coming hard. He's coming with it. All right, so let me go ahead and zoom in for you guys. You guys are going to be taking a look at one of the other Order members. It is our Dark Order member that will be with the kits. He is another hero that will be released, that can be released with our set. So it's Raskin. This is the reworked of Raskin. I know Ultimate Chaos, if you're not here tonight and you're watching this on a later stream, I know this is your man. I know that you wreck shop with Mr. Raskin, but he's back in the field, baby. So Jason's going to play him tonight, and let's see what happens, man. We haven't seen Raskin in a fight in quite some time, so we wanted this fight to be pretty epic. And so this is pretty much Jason's up Jason's alley of a character. And so we're going to see what happens tonight. So let's see what comes on out. Go ahead, Jay. You can go ahead and set up your deck, brother.
I just want to make sure they got to see the...
And his V trigger looks really sharp too, so
you want to show it to them now, just so they can see it.
All right, I'll pull him off to the side. Go ahead, get your board on. And then also here. Oh shoot, his dark class. We are going to be playing advanced.
You can show his hero weapon too.
His dark class card is actually right here. You guys can take a quick look at, and then his hero item, the Parallax. It is a very powerful gun. And the origins behind this is that Raskin got it from the Parallax universe. Where it's a kind of a mirrored world within the world. It's that negative space within that negative space. It's kind of complex to talk about, but that's where this gun comes from, and it's very powerful. So we'll see if Jason can get it out in time. Let's see if Jason can go ahead and pull it out
all the way over there. You don't need to worry about this side.
Let's check that B trigger real quick. Oh, man. Jose, you seeing this?
Oh, yeah. It looks so beautiful.
Hold on. I got him too far
Looks
off
like
to the
garbage.
People
Put it in the middle.
Can't see. There
No,
you go.
Okay. It looks good.
Look how, man, that V trigger energy.
I like the
This on
glow.
a
It makes
foil,
it pop.
yeah, right.
Wait till you see the foil of that.
That foil effect of this is gonna be.
I'm a
really
fan of the
serious.
purple too, so I just like the purple aura, and I like the dark class.
So you guys will notice one quick thing I want to go ahead and point out. His recovery, energy shield recovery is very low. Very low. So it's down to 5, right? It's a lot lower than most other characters. I think 7 is about average. You got Veil that recovers around 10. So he's almost doubling up his shield recovery. But these guys' life damage and the damage they deal, it's monstrous. So we're going to watch the fight tonight. Let's go ahead and get You're asking hero in its slot. Look at these guys. They're already shuffling their cards. They don't want to hear no excuse, man. They don't want to hear nothing. Oh yeah, look, I already cheated for Jason. Look, you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That's the motto. let me get these booster packs out. Actually, you know what? Nah, we're gonna keep the booster packs in the way. So we're gonna go ahead and start. Go ahead and build your life points, guys. We're gonna start this game with what do you guys want? 4 or 3 storage energy points, just to get it right into combat.
Oh, también they want shuffling freaking sound effects too.
I want 3.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and jump right into 3 storage points, guys. So this is a quick technique that we typically do when we want to get right into the combat, into the game. Some people love the long duration of the game. Me personally, I love playing it from 0 all the way up because I want that, get my cards, get that sweaty moment of which one you really want to sacrifice rather than get right into combat. Some people just want to get right into combat, and that's what we're gonna do tonight.
Focus on the chat to let Charlie answer questions because they're asking questions. I'm not gonna be able to focus on it while I'm playing. So
okay, so question here is: so the energy class card always starts with the hero
I'm trying
start?
to copy this cube, yo. My bad.
What was that again? I apologize.
So the energy class card always starts with the hero at the start?
Yes. So the way the energy class card works, and it's right below the hero. So think of it in standard mode, there are no weaknesses and there is no resistance. You're just playing the game as your hero as standard. But in advanced mode, now you're playing your full energy class. So due to that, if you notice at the very bottom of the card, here, hold on, let me try to see if I can zoom back into that. Am I clicking? There we go. At the very bottom of the actual card itself, it has weakness and resistance. So the Glacier class has a weakness to fire and has a resistance to arc. So these are the things you want to pay attention to because now you can modify your weapons with energy class damage, and it can actually deal double or multiply the damage to the enemy as you're dealing it, as long as it applies to the weakness. So now weakness and resistance is a big factor in advanced mode. So yes, in that case, in advanced mode, you start with your hero item, your hero class.
All right,
right, here we go. The fights are getting started. Hold on, guys. Let me get the turn orders set up for you guys.
I already started my turn. What you talking about?
Hold on now. I'm already hitting buttons that. Oh, there we go. Let me get that arrow. Let me hit this up here. Guys, y'all can get started. I'll go ahead and I'll set it up in the middle, and y'all guys can use it from this point on.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and discard. I'm exiling. Put it up 1.
Brandon, end your turn since it's, or you can wait until Jason ends turn, and then
I'm going to go ahead and play this Vitality. This is reinforced shield.
Oof. Jason already building his hero up with vitalities. All right, so reinforced shield is going to remove 2 energy damage from any incoming damage from pretty much 2 energy damage from any incoming damage.
Go ahead, B.
Wow, already starting building his character tough.
Vanquisher tough.
Let's go, man. That's silence. Look, that silence is that focus. All right.
Put the music in the background on the tabletop simulator. We got music.
Well, we already got music idling in the back in the actual stream. Yeah, so we don't hear it, but they hear it.
Do y'all hear the music?
Oh, energy drain. Booyah. He's already stealing energy. He's already stealing energy from his opponent. Conjurers are very well known for that, stealing energy. So unfortunately, Raskin's about to go down 1 point, and Vale's gonna go up 1. Oh, he ended turn. Okay. Mr. Jason drawing a card. Ooh, my man saying I hear fear. Ooh, he's hearing the fear. Oh, yep. Oh, man, a combo. He got the Mini Phoenix out. So Mini Phoenix is actually pretty powerful little mini pistol here. It has an ability called Deadly with 2 of the same weapons with the same names equipped. Deals 2 damage, two damage values for both of the weapons. So to actually increase the damage by 2. It doesn't have a second ability, but it's what makes this gun shine. It's his V-trigger ability is the counter shot. When damaged by an equipped weapon, you deal 1 kinetic damage to the enemy, so it'll always counter strike. It'll always counter shot, and add 1 damage if you have 2 of the same weapons, the same name of the same weapon equipped. That's pretty deadly. Oh, there we go.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and target with the mini Phoenix. It's targeting a 5.
Targeting a 5. Defense value is 12.
I mean, that needs 7 or higher.
Roll that 7. Oh, down the Tower of Terror. Oh!
That hits.
That's a 10. That's a 10. 5.
Pew,
5.
pew, pew.
So just so you guys know, the red die, if any ability on the weapon itself that states it requires a roll of a die, whether 5 or 6 or a 4 or 6, you would then pay attention to the red die. That will activate anything on that weapons card if it required a die roll.
I'll roll in the center, guys. I won't roll with the tower if you can't see
because we can't see the
All right, I'm starting a poll. Starting a poll. Who's gonna win?
Out the way. Uh-oh, here we go.
Are you gonna end turn, Jay, or?
Oh, yeah, I forgot you guys do this stuff.
All right.
Well, it helps move the game without having to, communication too much. If you guys are seeing this well, hopefully it's a good angle. We got an exiling ammunition. Okay. All right. What's the moves of Veil? What's going on? What's the Veil about to do? How many cards do we got here? 31, 48. Wow, Jason came equipped. Fully equipped for war. Look at that focus. Look at that focus. Red and black are my colors too. Okay. Oh, hold on, guys. He just got his permafrost. This might not be pretty at all, guys. If you are not familiar with Veil, this is one gun you do not want him to have early on in the fight. So the permafrost is his hero item. It doesn't require any ammunition to play this weapon in the game. So he's essentially going to be able to start targeting immediately with this weapon. He's got the Frost Strike, which deals 2 Glacier damage to the frozen enemy. You got Icebound, which it freezes the enemy target until the end of their turn. But if you roll the 4 or 6, now we're going back to what I said, that after rolling, if that red die is a 4 or 6, it's going to proc this ability. And then if he's V-triggered, the energy increase. If the enemy is frozen, destroy 2 storage energy points to multiply by 2
for him to keep talking.
kinetic energy.
I already rolled.
Kinetic energy shield damage. I'm sorry, I was already talking now. Which die set?
All right, so I did. You got 2 energy shield damage, and then you got 3 kinetic and 2 glacier damage.
All right, so your targeting was 8. His defense is 12. Wow, Raskin's kind of low defense. Wow. Okay, so
So -2, 5 damage then.
And then he hit, so his red die. His dice is red, so any ability that requires a die roll.
So another 2 on top of it.
So it's going to be
2 glacier damage.
Yep, deal 2 glacier damage if the enemy's frozen. So he is
7
frozen.
altogether.
Yep.
No, I have the vitality that minuses 2 energy damage.
Oh, so yeah, you negate those then.
Yeah, I'm playing the game, right?
Ooh, that's right. Look at that, the reinforced shield. See, that it works, man. Look, Jason got that reinforced shield, so it mitigated 2 of those damage. Look, they playing grimy right now, yo. They about for that W, man. They about to. I got that shield though. Ooh, man, let's go. Where we at? Go ahead, Mr. Jason. All right, exiling, getting that storage back up. Let's go. I wonder if I zoom out a little bit, maybe I can see their hand. There we go. Is that much better? I think that might be a little better. Oh, here we go. He's really building Raskin up. We got Rejuvenate now. So Rejuvenate's going to allow him to recover 1 more storage energy. One more energy shield recovery. Go ahead, Jay. You can place it under. So his energy shield recovery is a 5. So now it's boosting it to a 6.
Go ahead and roll real quick. Attack with the mini Phoenix.
Targeting a 5.
I missed.
Oh.
All right, that's end of my turn. Go ahead, B.
It's a 3. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, you got 6 cards in his hand, so you can have a maximum of 8. If you exceed that and you can't draw beyond 8, you take a life damage for each card you can't draw. So it's very sticky situation to be with a lot of cards in your hand. So many choices. They're rooting for you, Jay.
He got that permafrost out. That's the problem.
That's gonna be a big problem. I don't know, but man, you've managed to pull out magic in worst situations, man, with your countering ability. So we'll see what can happen.
I'm trying to decide what I want to do here.
I got 47 in my deck. He has 30 in his.
So as of right now, yep, 47 and 30. They still got plenty of wiggle room, man. Plenty of wiggle room. So the maximum cards you can have in your deck is 70 cards, but the minimum is 30. So Brandon and I personally like to play as close to the minimum as possible. Jason definitely likes to have a lot of options, but his build usually allows him to go beyond a certain tier. Dark classes do that. So he just activated Prime Energy. You play this card faced up. You and each of your allies draw an extra card at the start of your turn while Prime Energy is in play. Wow. Well drawn, bro. I gotta give you that. I think Brandon's got a pretty good start. Go Beyond plus Ultra. Go Beyond plus Ultra. Oh man, really, Brandon? All right, so he's summoned energy. Each player draws 3 cards. All right, that could backfire, B. Well, we don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good play. Good play. Here we go. You see, look at Jay celebrating. That might have been a shift of the fight. Who knows, man? This is why we love Vanquishers, man. It turns back and forth. What's about to happen? Jason's build-up is tough, man. Reinforce Shield and Rejuvenate. His hero's in an okay position, but... Oh, here we go. What was that? That was Permafrost? Landed that Permafrost.
Right, so that's going to hit, and I proc my freeze. Yep, so you're frozen. So...
5. Like last time?
Yep, 5. Yep. Because you negate 2 of those is what I'm guessing.
Shield. Yes, sir. Yeah, his energy shield is definitely negated.
That's the word on the streets, at least.
No, that's the word on his hero. It's right there. You got right over that. That's a pretty good card.
Make sure you drawing 2, homeboy. Make sure you drawing 2.
AZV trigger?
Oh, I'm not. I was reading.
Oh, that's right. Draw 2. Yep.
I'm not.
Oh no, it's not him. It's only my allies.
You and your allies.
I'm not triggered.
I thought it was each player.
No. He has a Prime Energy, which allows him
it said each player
to draw 2, not you. So when he's V triggered, he's gonna have to draw 4. No, 3. You draw 3. Draw 3. That's correct. Well, if you get focus, you can get 4. Assuming I'm sure you probably have focus in your deck. Exile, build up 1 storage. Boom. Up, you went down. There we go. Jay Owens did you a favor. Oh, here we go. The Parallax.
Here you go.
The Parallax.
Want to look at it? Want to see it? Want to look at it?
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Wow, yeah. So he's definitely got his Parallax out. That's gonna be a rough. It's gonna be a rough fight now. Now the pendulum can swing. Pendulum can swing. Right.
Let's go ahead and try a few things out. We're gonna target with the mini Phoenix. Well, let me look at this real quick.
Dark Shade. After damaging the enemy takes 1 damage and discards their card, or takes 1 card from their discard pile and exiles it. That's pretty punishing, especially if you're planning on recovering that card.
All right, I'm going to attack with Mini Phoenix first. It's targeting a 5.
Targeting a 5. Defensive 12. So I believe that's 7.
Did you already answer the question about tank build with Raskin?
I didn't. Did you ask the question?
5 plus 5 is 10. I didn't hit with that.
Going to ask question is, like, I'm guessing he's asking if Raskin is a tank build.
No. Believe it or not, Raskin is whatever build you want to use him as. He can be a powerful attacker build. Jason plays him a lot like a tank. But yeah, he's essentially has a lot of life to tank. So yes, he can be a tank. So I don't know if that answered your question or in any way.
All right, B, we're going to do 6 damage to you. Then after damaging enemy, the enemy takes 1 card from their discard pile and exiles it.
So you lose that prime. You use that. Yep. And the scope. Let's see. Parallax scope. You could choose to use the energy damage as targeting. Wow. That's dirty. forgot how mean that Parallax is, man. And then, of course, the Void. After damaging the enemy, randomly pick a card from their exile pile. Deal the storage energy cost as kinetic damage. Ouch.
How much damage are we doing here?
6.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 in total. Right. Two energy and 4 kinetic. Ooh, got a full hand. Exiling that energy. All right, going up 8. Ooh, my man's got some. Oh, here we go. Boom. Stealing energy from him. He's definitely gonna prevent you from V triggering, Jason. He ain't trying to get you at that level.
That's nice of him. You know I don't like the V trigger.
Oh, true. You like to hold out as long as possible. And just so you guys know, if you're on our tabletop simulator, there is a gauge here at the bottom that can keep track of your storage points. So if you are keeping track, so like in his case, if he used 4 points, you can just plus the 4 here at the very bottom. And you'll be able to keep track of your point usages throughout the fight. Similar to the Altezza, only the Altezza is more cool because you can actually go around the street with it. That's my opinion. Oh, here we go. All right, so Energy Surge. Shuffle the cards from your discard pile. Oh, sorry, guys. Move my mouse. Shuffle your cards from your discard pile into your deck. Exile Energy Surge. So he's actually going to pull all the cards that he used and put it back in his deck. Remember that was a concern, Brandon, at one time? I think we found the clutch to that. It might be that Parallax. It can start throwing a lot of that good cards in the discard pile.
It might be.
Yeah, it could be a clutch. I don't know. Let's see what happens.
All right, let's go.
Permafrost targeting 8. Oh, man.
All right, hit. So I get the 3, 4, 5.
Correct. It's going to be 5 with the, and he's frozen. Until the end of your turn? To the end of turn, yep. To the end of...
To the end of time.
Man, you know, if Veil was V-triggered, how many times you could have hit with that multiplicative? Oh, he's waiting for that build-up, though. Where we at? Whose turn is it?
It's mine.
Jose, do we have any questions? Are we paying attention? Or what are we doing? You're muted, man, if you're talking.
People are just watching me.
Oh, here we go. They're interested.
All the people are just watching.
I said, I'm scoped. Yeah, I'm scoped in, bro. I mean, at one side, early on, it looked very one-sided. I don't know.
Look, Fluent wants you to go Super Saiyan already.
He said, yo, why wait, man? V-trigger. Look, this man can't even hold it now. Yeah, one thing you're going to know about Jay, he's going to hold that V-trigger for as long as he can, man.
Until he's put I'm going to go ahead and play this. Energy Summon.
Energy Summon, that's going to be drawing 3 cards. 1, 2, 3,
How many cards are you supposed to have in your deck in your hand?
7, 8. Oh, he's going to get exactly 8 now. Oh, so listen, guys. This is actually putting Brandon in a real tough situation because now in his next turn, he has to draw 1, but then with his prime energy that he activated here, it forces him to draw another. So since his hand is full, he's going to take 2 life damage because of what Jason just did. So it's dangerous to have too many cards in your hands and just keep them in your hands because it can actually cost your hero's life.
Yeah, next turn he's going to take a life damage.
He's actually going to take 2.
Yeah. All right.
That's a Brandon tactic right there. Brandon, you got your own move played against you, man.
You better stop playing my moves, Jay. You better cut that out.
Here we go.
Gonna go ahead and then play this. It's cost of 3.
Oh, we got a trap.
A cost of 3. Okay.
Got a trap out in the field. So we do got trap indicator cards that allows you to keep track of how many point values it costs, so that when you flip it, it'll match. And if it doesn't match, it's discarded. You played it for no reason.
You're gonna need them trap cards.
That's fine. All right, and then what we're gonna go ahead and do is attack you with the Mini Phoenix first.
All right, so that's a 7 or higher.
7 or higher.
Yep. Let's go. Where we at? Oh, dang, Jay. You've been missing with that Phoenix. Don't worry. When it hits, it's going to hit. That's
Phoenix isn't out for me to hit you with. All right. Then we're going to target with the Parallax.
It's a 9 targeting unless you choose to increase it. Nope, he's going with the 9. Boom, that's a hit.
Hit. It's going to be 6 damage.
That is definitely a
hit. And then
hit.
you're going to put your discard pile or one of your cards from your discard into the exile.
Yeah, you don't have any discards. So
next one you put in there, just put in the exile.
He said it's a retro. Listen, it's retro. Ooh, man. All right. That's the end turn. Moving on up. Yeah, Brandon, off the jump took his 2 life damage. Oh, man, but he's got plenty of energy, man. He could probably do some stuff here. Oh, stealing energy. He's definitely keeping him in that position where he can't use his V trigger. Jay, you got to lose 1 storage.
That's
man.
Fine.
Man. Well played, man. Oh, Glacier Grenade's coming out. Here we go. Glacier Grenade. So he chucked it. So that's going to be the grenade form is what he's using. Roll a die. You get a 4 or 6. He could deal 1 additional kinetic damage. It'll just play as a regular grenade. He will not be able to proc the V-trigger ability to it.
What's up, Datsun?
Yo. Oh, and he missed the proc. So it's going to end up dealing a total of only 2 damage because he resists 2 of them. I think now he's chiseling into your life, Jay. That's 2 damage.
Yep, I already took it down.
Oh, okay. Bet.
Wait, did I take too much down? No, he hit me before too. So
yeah. Datsun, what's up, man? We're actually reviewing a new character tonight, Mr. Raskin. He's doing pretty good right now, but again, he's fighting the balances. So we'll see what happens here. Oh, permafrost. So with the permafrost, he did not proc his second ability. Unfortunately, he got a 1, but he did land the attack.
That does 3.
So it's going to do the 3 kinetic damage.
Let's see what that trap card does, though.
Actually, honestly, you didn't even need that extra. Oh, no, because there would have been glacier damage. That counts as kinetic.
I want to see what that trap card does.
Okay, so this is a dark class grenade.
So he's going to play this card face down.
Ooh, that
play this card face down, deal 2 damage. 2 dark damage, and it already does 3 damage.
Been targeting, so that's going to be a total of 5, 6, 7 damage. So let's see. So that's going to be 2 to your shields off jump. Then the dark energy, then the dark is going to chisel the rest of that shield, and then his life is going to take 3. So where you guys see those variables, if you notice, right with the 2 symbols, the little energy symbol, that's the energy damage, and then the splash damage would have done 2 if there's allies in the fight. But since there's no allies, no AOE, you don't got to worry about that. But then the kinetic damage is 3, but since he used it as a proximity mine by flipping it upside down, he's going to deal 2 additional dark damage. That was pretty rugged.
All right. Did you take your 3 life?
Yeah, I already did that. Just 30. It's a trap card because we use it as a proximity. This has an ability of proximity mine.
Or grenade. Yeah. So you got to choose to whether if you want to use it like Brandon did last time. He got to use it as a grenade so he could roll to get the additional perk, or you can use it as a proximity mine where when you get targeted, it'll flip over and it will guarantee the damage, usually of the element. So the energy class type. So it's very beneficial because it's pretty much guaranteed to hit that damage.
All right, I'm gonna put that in. Brandon, you done looking at that, Brandon?
Yep.
All right. So.
Oh, I see. Other grenades don't have that ability. Correct.
Yeah, not all
correct.
of them do, yeah.
So standard kinetic grenades won't have a proximity option. Standard kinetic grenades is just you can only use them actively on play. But usually energy class grenades, it allows you to change how you want to synergize with it. Whether if you feel like using some of them as traps and using the other ones to throw because you may want to hit them with these side effects. It's choice. Again, it's a sandbox. You choose how you want to use that card. It can be used multiple different ways. and it depends on where you're at in the middle of the fight to use them in whatever way is needed. Oh, man. Got some damage being dealt here. Oh, here we go. We got some armor. We got the Suros armor. We got Mr. Raskin here with some Suros armor. Actually, the Suros armor is going to be doing 3 resistance. It's also going to be, it has 5 durability, which can take some decent hits. And it's going to increase his shields by 2.
Nice.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Fluent wants to confirm the trap card's resource payment happens when it's set, ? Yeah. Not when it's activated.
Correct. So what that trap card indicator is for if you played a trap card upside down and you told me that that's a 3 cost or a 4 cost, it allows me to know with that card on top of it, lets me know you paid that cost. Because 3 turns down the line, I might not remember what you paid for that cost. But when you flip it over, it should match that trap card indicator, and it'll remind you that he paid that cost. And if it doesn't match, that card's discarded.
Glacier Grenade, and then
hopefully that answers that question.
That's 6 damage.
Ooh, what did you just hit with? The parallax? Here we go. Man, that parallax is gonna be that devastation, man.
Dang, I wish it would have been that focus. He keeps pulling those focuses.
Why is it doing 6 damage?
Oh yeah, my bad. It's only 4 damage.
Oh, okay, all right.
I forgot you don't have a shield.
Yeah. Deal 1 damage to the enemy. Take 1 damage. Discard ball. That void is a mean ability to have. It looks like what Brandon did was sacrifice a storage energy point to recover some of his energy shield points. So essentially, if you notice here at the bottom, right above the Glacier icon above his hero has a number 9. And when you sacrifice a storage energy point, you can actually bring your shields back up. That's a cool feature of our game, that it allows your hero to keep staying in combat and keep that life point pool protected, because the life point pool
Hold on, B, did you take the life damage for having too many cards in your hand?
Yeah, he did it last turn.
Okay, I was make sure.
Yeah,
the last turn, I did.
He took it.
Dude, you waiting way too long to ask about that.
My man's living in the past. Like, hold on now.
2-3 turns by.
Calm down. I'm just focused, man. I'm focused on my board, man. I ain't focused on your board.
Let's see here. Before you get ahead of yourself.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Oh. Facts, man. That's the word of the street, man. That's how you get thug life. Right here. Boom. Energy blast. Direct 4 energy damage. That is going to be 4 energy damage right there. What else? What else does he have up his sleeve? I'm surprised you ain't V-triggered yet, B. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. I think the community's waiting for them Hail Marys. Oh, we got to trap out.
I need to get my card count down before I...
Oh, here you go. That's right. I see what you're doing. All right, so you got to trap out. Do we know what the cost is?
You distracted me. I need to look at it. All right.
Oh, a 4 cost. Wow, that's got to be a good trap. Has to be a good trap. The anticipation, guys. The quietness. Jose, I don't know.
Let me start reading some of the
in
chats.
a second here.
Some of the
Oh, that was a devastating hit right there. B, I'm telling you, man. Oh no, well you wouldn't if you don't hit the icebound, unfortunately, so you don't freeze them. So you're just gonna do 3.
How much do you resist here?
He don't resist nothing because you don't do energy damage. Oh yeah, you do.
No, he's got that Soros armor though.
Yes. Oh, and he has Suros. That's right. I forgot about that. So he's resisting all that damage, but he's taking 1.
So he resists all that. So one of those durability come down.
Yep.
Yes. All right.
He resists all that. Ooh. Good deal for armor, man. I'm telling you guys, armor will save your character's life. It could save your character's life. Oh, yeah, it's a hero item.
Oh, I keep forgetting that. Oh, then I'm just going to put it over here.
Exile. All right, boost. So we up to 7. Oh, we're paying that V trigger. Here we go. Here we go. So when you V trigger at the very bottom right corner, there's a cost. When V triggering, you have to permanently lose that cost. So each character, as of right now, is costing 6 storage energy points to V trigger. But now you unleash his ability and all the V trigger abilities, which is the 3rd perk of every weapon. Which actually the Mini Phoenix is a pretty decent weapon.
Super Saiyan mode is on.
Yep, Super Saiyan mode is in effect. And then, of course, now he gets the Void. After damaging the enemy, randomly pick a card from their exile pile and deal the storage energy damage cost as kinetic damage. Wow, that's crazy. He's going to really dish out some damage.
I'm going to attack with the Mini Phoenix first.
Six.
That's
5,
11.
That's 11. That's a miss. Ooh, by 1.
Attack with the Parallax.
Parallax targeting of 9. Are you gonna boost the targeting, or are you gonna just strike with his normal targeting value?
Normal targeting.
All right, so that's a 9 right there. So he has a perk where the Parallax scope allows him to.
Ooh, he almost missed.
After damaging the enemy,
9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, you hit. You hit, Jason.
I hit. Okay.
That was a hit.
Yeah, he barely hit.
Damage.
All right.
What's that void?
After damaging the enemy, randomly pick a card from their exile pile and deal the storage energy.
Hold on, Brandon. Hold on, Brandon. Flip that back. Flip that back, Dan. Brandon. Flip that back. You got to pick a card.
What?
He has to pick a card from your exile.
No,
pile.
I wanna flip my trap card though.
No. I get it. But you got to let him complete his damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got to let him complete his damage. So he has to pull from his exile. So you got to flip it upside down. Flip your card deck upside down. No. Flip your exile deck upside down.
All right, but I got a trap card though.
No. I get it, but he has to complete the damage. He procced his void ability is after damaging the enemy, randomly pick a card from your exile pile and deal that storage energy damage cost. So he has to complete all the damage. He hasn't done all the damage to you yet. So he has to complete it.
All right, go ahead.
So now you can pick a random card, Jason.
I just pull from the top, right?
Yeah, pull from the top.
I already shuffled it, but you can shuffle it again if you want.
One more additional damage. One more.
All right. Let me flip that back over. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you might as well just keep it upside down because he has an ability that he can keep proccing it every time he hits you with the dart. So that's a total of 2 energy, 4 kinetic, plus that 1 additional that you got hit with. So that's and he does the dark shade. After damaging the enemy takes 1 damage from their discard pile. Takes 1.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about originally.
Yeah, so he's doing that
that's
one
what
too.
I was trying to do.
So that's gonna be an additional damage there. So he's doing a total of 4, 5, 6 kinetic and 2 energy.
All right. We good?
Yep, that's all the damage.
All right.
Oh, what the? Deflector. Play this card face down. After the enemy successfully targets you, ignore all damage. If it was a ranged attack, apply that damage back to the enemy. Wow.
So that's 6 damage on me?
It's 4 damage because I deflect.
He resists 2 of it, yeah. So it's 4, 5, 6. No, it's 6, Jason, because of all the stacks. You did 1 from the ammo.
But no, he resisted because of whatever he got going
his
on
energy.
My vitality blocks out 2 energy.
He resisted 2 energy, and then you resist whatever because of your armor, or does that negate armor?
Oh no, no. It applies to the armor too. So hold on.
All right. So so if it's 6, then I'll do 3 damage, life damage, and then you need to lose the durability.
Yep. Yeah. So you resist 3 of it. Ooh,
All
that's Suros armor, boy. I tell you,
life changing right there.
That's Suros armor, man. Armor is the key to this game, man. Staying alive. That'll absolutely keep you alive, man.
All right, let's see if this shit's gonna work now.
He said B got that anti damage.
Why are you drawing another card for?
I didn't draw another card. That was the only card I drew.
Actually, you're supposed to draw 2. You're on V trigger.
No, I don't know why you're drawing cards though. Ain't it my turn soon?
It says my turn right now. I see click.
Yeah, no, you attacked me. I procced my trap card.
You're right.
Oh, throw those 2 in the deck and flip them. Shuffle.
No, I'll reshuffle.
Yeah, just throw them on top. Shuffle it.
If you ain't cheating, you
Yeah,
ain't
yeah, for real. This dude was like, I'm just gonna go twice in a row because I feel like it. Because
I feel like he hit me so hard.
Jose, yo, you hit yourself so hard, yo. Mike hit himself so hard.
It was one of those things like, which way he go? Which way he hit me from?
And you know I ain't a fan of shuffling either, so I don't really feel too good about that either. You need to be careful about that next time. I'm gonna draw my 2 cards. Actually, I'm gonna destroy one of these and go up 9.
Go up 9. Wow, yeah. See, that's a great feature about conjurers, man. They can bring their shields and keep them shields up.
All right.
So that's
So now
1,
that
2,
I did
3, 4,
that,
5, 6
all
in
right.
hand.
So I am going to go ahead and.
I'm surprised there ain't enough guns in the field, man. I would have been filled my whole deck up with guns. Maybe that's a wrong strategy to have.
Yeah, durability goes down no matter what the damage is, as long as the damage hits.
Yeah, from a weapon, not from abilities.
Yeah, from a weapon. So it's
So
technically
the reason why the ability applied that damage to him is because a weapon was dealing the damage to the opponent, and when he flipped it, it deflected that damage back to him. So it was technically a weapon damage that you ended up taking that. So any incoming damage that successfully lands, it takes 1 durability away from the armor. Just got a little quiet. Focus mode. Focus.
I know, right?
You got people yelling at you, Brandon, to hurry up and beat Trigger.
Yo, they see them points. Yo, people just can't hold out. Hey, I don't blame you guys. Me personally, I'll beat Trigger immediately. That's my play style.
Well, if you think about it, if you beat Triggers right now, he has no guns or anything.
That's true. He doesn't have his guns out. He's waiting for his guns to come out to be able to really proc some damage, man.
All right.
I see what's going on. Because right now he's been juggling his storage points to keep his shields up. So that's another thing got to really consider. Raskin hitting kind of hard. These little sweaty moments right now. That focus. That focus.
All right, we're gonna exile that. Go up 1.
No, you can't set down any weapons without a cost. You got to be able to pay the cost. My man said you can set your weapons down with no cost. You good. Oh, man, that thinking process right here. This means he must have something. Oh, here we go. He got his Suros armor on. Suros armor. I'm seeing the armor on top of your hero, Brandon. I don't know if you put it under.
You were looking at it, so I couldn't put it under.
Oh, that was my fault. There you go. Yeah. Ooh, so now Brandon got his
So
armor
that
up.
was 6, and I'm going to go ahead and play this weapon right here.
He's got the Vanquishers TCG March on. Oh, here we go. That's definitely the wrong slot.
I keep trying to put it back. Y'all keep messing with it.
I wasn't. I just touched it. Right
I'm
now.
just blaming
Let
you
me
for
get
everything.
Oh, I got you. I'll take the blame.
I don't care. I was looking at it, man.
Oh, that Revo's tough.
If y'all look, the Revo is the weapon that Raskin's holding in his hand.
Oh yeah. Revo is actually the weapon that's in his hand.
All right, let's go.
So that's fitting that I just hit myself, and you're gonna hit me with the weapon he's holding.
Wait, what gun were you targeting with?
I only got 1 to target with, homie.
Oh, that's right. You ain't got no ammo on the Revo. Okay, well, in that case, that's 8. Yeah, it's definitely a hit. And it looks like you procced your Icebound as well. So he's frozen, and he's going to get dealt 2 Glacier damage. So that's going to be a total of
5 damage altogether.
So he resisted 2 of it.
I don't know how much you resist.
He resists 3.
And bring your durability down.
So, Jay, you get 2 damage because your armor resisted plus your energy shield resistance.
He already put it back up, yeah.
Oh, he did? Okay, cool. Oh, man, that armor's breaking, man. Here we go.
That's it.
That's in turn. Here we go. Armor's starting to break. Wait, you just put up life. You just put life up, not down. Oh, what happened was Jason took 5 life damage, and he had armor, so he had to get 2 of his life points up. Jason, you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, is what they calling you out for.
Yeah.
Jay actually kind of messed himself up because he took away more life than he's supposed to.
In other words, if it wasn't for Charlie, I could have got off with a 5-hitter.
Yeah, I'm reffing that one. Listen here, I'm a ref that. Jay didn't take for the armor effect, so he has armor, so it does resist some of that damage. Listen, guys, I know it's a little bit to keep track of. That's where that Alteza comes into play. Everything will be on one little stat value for you. Here we go. We got to exile 2 points. All right. Raskin's building up. Oh, and he got... Oh, wait. No. Okay, I'm bugging.
Gonna go attack with the Mini Phoenix.
Okay.
Oh, B hit me last time. The Mini Phoenix is supposed to give him back a damage.
Now that's up to him to honor that, man.
What did I hit you with?
He has counter shot because he's currently
No, but what did I hit you with?
Permafrost.
And I froze you, right?
Oh, that's right. Oh. Yo, you're so dirty, bro. All right, so just real quick for you guys that know what happened here. There are side effects. So in the quick rule card, there are side effects for each energy class. So at the very, very bottom here where it says energy class conditions, it shows glitch, burn, shock, frozen, and cursed. So Jason got frozen, and when you're frozen, it says enemies cannot target or counterattack.
Was that the Mini Phoenix, Jay?
Yes.
Yeah,
or
Mini
is
Phoenix.
that the... Oh, okay, all right.
So unfortunately, the fact that he was frozen, he couldn't use his counterattack ability.
2, okay.
Ouch, man. So that counterattack does have a weakness towards Glacier class people. I didn't even realize how that worked. 4.
And then I missed. No, I hit with the
you got it. You got it. Yep.
No, you barely got it, yep. So that does 4,
So we need
6.
to pick a damage. I need to pick one of your cards from your...
Discard to exile does another one. So, yep. You take a discard card, you put it right into the exile. So take one of these and put it over here.
The V trigger first or the card ability first?
I think the card's supposed to go first. So he's supposed to add it to this pool. So that goes into the pool. Flip it, and then he randomly ciphers through. You shuffle it, and then he pulls one.
There you go. That's all you. And then let me look at this damage. What does this do? 4, 6.
1. Wow. So that's 1 more damage, man. You're getting lucky, Brandon.
7.
If he pulls one of your 6 damage, your 6 proc cards. So that's 2 energy, 4, 5, 6.
So I took 1. So all right, I took 7 altogether then.
It's 6 kinetic, 2 energy.
Right, 7 altogether. Oh, I forgot I had my Soros armor. Hold on a second. So I resisted 3 of those, and I lose the durability.
Yep.
I'm trying to. Let me go back up 3 here.
All right.
And then lose the durability. All right. That's the end of your turn. All right. We're going to go up 11 here. Or go up 9, I mean.
All right. So you can lose 1 storage point.
Yep. I already took
so
1.
Just so you guys know, in the quick rules, the first step at the very, very top of this card, if you look at the very top, it says turn order. The number 1 thing you must do at the beginning of your turn if you're going to recover your energy shield points is you must recover your energy shield points at the beginning of your turn. And to do that, you must lose 1 storage energy point to do so. So yeah, his energy pool is back up to 20, guys. He's getting beefy right now. That's the thing with conjurers. They're pretty weak, but the fact that they can get their shields up, it could be very troubling for you juggling that. You got to keep their shields down. Weapon mods will help that out big time. Especially energy weapon mods. All right, whose turn is it?
It's my turn.
All right. Kind of lost track there. Not bad, just to lose 1 to gain shield back. Yeah, actually, It's not bad at all. At one point when we were playing the game, it was almost unworth doing because of the amount that you got back, but it got readjusted and balanced. But it is a pretty good feature. Uh-oh, he finally V-triggered, y'all. Finally V-triggered. He's back in the playing field. Here we go. Here we go. V-trigger in effect. So now he's able to add 2 kinetic damage with any equipped weapon that damages a frozen enemy. So they must be frozen for him to add 2 more kinetic damage. This is where things are going to get real ugly. Oh, we got a mod. We got a mod, guys. We talk about these mods now. Oh, my bad. Go ahead. You can equip under. So right now, the Revo does a 5 targeting. But with this mod here, it's actually going to increase his targeting by 2 more. So this mod here is going to increase it. So it's actually going to target for 7? 7. All right. It looks like he was targeting with the permafrost. He targeted for 8. Was that 5? That's what, 13? No.
I think I missed. Yeah,
13.
I think I missed.
Wow.
What do you have?
14. Yep.
Yeah, 14. Yeah.
Beast moded.
All right.
Oh, excuse
God
me,
bless
guys.
you.
Yeah, my bad, man. That just came out of nowhere. Oh, Jason getting a stack handful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. All right. Chiseling out. All right. Oh, we got another trap out. Here we go. I feel like the pendulum keeps swinging in this combat, man. When you think one person's got the edge, the other one keeps coming back. Now they're in their most powerful states right now. Brandon got a pistol with no ammo, but he's going to modify it first. My man.
Attack with Mini Phoenix first.
All right, Mini Phoenix. Targeting for 5. Come on, Jay. Oh, 6. Okay, hold on. He has 13.
Yeah,
yeah, it's a miss. Dang. You're going to hit with that Phoenix now. Are you going to increase targeting or are you going to keep it?
Keep it.
All right. 5, 6.
6 plus 9, that's going to be like 15. So then I'm going to go ahead. And then you need a flip. I need to pick a card to do damage.
First, he has to transition 1 to the exile.
Yeah.
Boom. Flip. Now shuffle. And draw 1. Come on, Jay. Draw anything but an ammo. Boom. That's 3 more damage. Ouch.
We got here just a FYI to the Vanquishers team. The Veil from the sampled starter deck has 12 defense value for normal and V-trigger, but the TTS has 13 defense on V-trigger mode.
I think the TTS
That's
one might
not
be
supposed
wrong.
to be. The TTS one is wrong.
Yeah, the TTS
That's not supposed
one is
to go
wrong.
up 1.
Yeah. So we definitely got to fix that. Thank you, man, for that reflection.
So you guys are telling me this is a setup. Y'all even fighting new cards in here against me like this?
But you know, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Man.
So we'll definitely have to update the TTS. I appreciate you guys for that shout out. But yeah, the actual test decks that you guys received is the accurate one. That is very accurate. I thought there was one that was fixed. This is the fixed one.
Old one.
Yes,
yeah, I'm using
this
the old
is the
one.
fixed
That's what
one.
it is.
So that was a
So
Brandon. We actually had one that was fixed. So yeah,
you know, because I have this is a pre-made deck build. I made this deck build a
long
while
time ago.
So,
yeah, so it's
I'm
the
still
old.
using some old cards that ain't been updated. That's
So you
my
saying
bad,
you've been planning to battle me this long, huh?
Oh no, that's saying I ain't really scared of you. I ain't had to make a deck build. I just run what I've run.
Man.
Oh, your best bet is to drop Veil first, and then hit the drop Veil first. Get this card out the way.
Yeah, this stupid class card is.
Oh shoot! You know what? Even this is. Oh shoot! I just.
Oh, what you? Who? All right, y'all can't do this at the same thing. Come on.
Hold on. My bad, man. I just snatched that armor card right out your hand. I'm so disrespectful right now. Put that under, and then the.
Harley doing the most.
There we go. We're back in action.
All right.
Hey, I appreciate you, Casey, for pointing that out. That is actually accurate. We did make a fix on it on Tabletop Sim. But if you are playing it on yours and it's still messed up, please let me know, and we got to get that fixed. We'll definitely get that updated.
All right, so that was everything, right? I didn't do any damage because he was distracting me, Jay. Messing with my card.
I bet that's what he'd be doing.
So I don't know.
Good night, Thirsty. Appreciate you, bro.
I V-triggered. I got 4 left. I don't know what I did. Where did I leave off? Did I attack yet?
You just
No,
started.
you haven't
You just
targeted.
started.
No, you haven't
Oh,
targeted.
okay, I haven't even drawn cards yet.
I don't think you've
Okay.
drawn. You just
Oh,
remember.
okay, all right. I'm so confused because yeah, y'all threw me way off with that. All right, so let me go ahead and draw. Then I draw 3.
Right. Yep. 2 for
All
prime.
right.
2 for prime. 1 additional for prime and 2 for V triggered. Yo, KC, he's apologizing to you, Brandon. He's saying sorry.
He's whooping me right now, though.
He says he's whooping. Now he needs that edge, man. I don't know about whoop, bro. Well, nah, I don't know about whoop yet. I mean, yeah, you ain't got your shields, but man, this can turn at any given moment. These vitalities are definitely helping you out. You haven't even the energy recovered yet, but oh, you don't got much points to do that. Up here we go. Oh, he tossed out another mod. So when you V-trigger, just so you guys know, you'll be able to draw 2 cards and you can exile 2 cards of choice and build double storage if you need to. So just kind of a heads up so you guys know that. Oh, we got an energy mod in the field. So this energy mod is going to dish out some decent damage here. So we're talking now. He's going to do 1 additional kinetic with this weapon and 2 energy damage added to it. So it's actually going to be Glacier energy. So the attach this mod to any equipped weapon. All energy damage with this weapon is now Glacier damage. So it's actually converting all the energy damage to the Glacier class damage, which is equal to kinetic damage long term. Oh, you got a hefty build of the Revo right here, man. So you guys can see that he's modified it. So he's increased his targeting, and then this mod here, the energy mod, has increased his damage and energy damage, but it converted all that energy damage to Glacier damage, which essentially is kinetic. And then, of course, he got his ammo to be able to use the gun.
All right, we're going to go ahead and target with that permafrost first. See if we can get it pop locking and dropping.
Oh, ugly. There it is.
And successful.
That's what
so
we did
you're
not
frozen.
Want. He's frozen. Deal 2 glacier damage for being a frozen enemy.
So I do 5 regular damage and 2 energy shield damage. Resist it. Oh, yeah. Let's see what you got going on here.
Oh. All right, so
you're
proximity.
Cursed, my friend.
All right, so proximity mind. Here we go. Let's see this. So you're already played this card face down. You're getting dealt 2 damage once you're targeting. So that already happened. Any damage with this grenade curses the enemy and allows you to choose and discard a card from their hand and exile it. So you could choose any card in his hand right now, Jason, and exile it.
Let's exile the middle one.
The middle one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh. That was a good exiling choice. And did you take the 2 damage?
I haven't taken any of the damage. How much damage is it?
All right, so it's going to be 2 for the proximity mine.
2
and 3 kinetic. So it's 2 dark damage and then 3 kinetic. So it's a total of 5.
And then 2 energy off the grenade.
All right, so.
Oh yeah, and 2 energy off the grenade.
1, 2 shield, right? And then.
2 shield, 2 dark.
2 dark.
And 3 kinetic.
And then I resist, right?
Correct. You do resist. So that resists
my
all the kinetic.
durability will go down 1.
1, and then you resist all that kinetic.
All right.
Good hit.
So now you're going to do 3 kinetic damage, 2 glacier damage. Actually, because I'm feeling kind of grimy.
Well, what about Veil's unique ability?
So, yeah, that's what I'm about to do.
That's grimy.
So, what do you resist? 3 altogether?
Yeah, 3 in total.
So.
And my vitality blocks
2 energy. Yep.
All right, so I'm going to use this energy increase. and I'm going to destroy 2 storage points.
Multiply.
And I'm going to double my
Wait, he's
kinetic
cursed.
damage.
You can't do anything with energy points. You can't do anything.
Oh, hold on. That needs to stay in the field
Oh,
too.
I'm cursed.
By the way.
Okay.
Yeah. So cursed. Basically, what curse is, curse
didn't know it
cannot
cursed
use
me as
energy
well.
storage. Yep. Cannot use any energy storage points while cursed. Wow.
Buddy, buddy.
Wow. That is rough. That is pretty rugged. So y'all can see where the effects come into play in advanced mode. I mean, it really changes the fight and what people's plans are, man. These effects are serious. So with him
I'm
being
just doing
cursed,
2 damage with this weapon then. Just 2 damage altogether. Actually, and then because of my V trigger
He's
ability,
frozen.
I do an extra 2.
2 more, yeah, because he was frozen.
So that's 4 altogether I did with this weapon.
Yeah, so you guys definitely want to pay attention to the energy class conditions. Cursed
I'm gonna
is
go
a pretty
for the Revo now.
Revo's targeting is 5. You struck a total of 6, so that's 11. His defense is 14.
So
You missed.
6.
Oh no, wait, I lied. You got a mod. You got a weapon mod.
And that's
so that's
13.
plus 2. It's still a miss.
Yeah, it's still a miss.
Damn, I won. Yeah, he has that. I forgot about that mod. So guys, his default is 5 targeting, but then that Phoenix's Eye adds additional 2.
All right, and that ends my turn, Brian.
Wait, did that take my durability? Take my armor off?
No, you should have 1 more durability. Actually,
I told you to take it off. I don't know
should
if
have
you took
one
it
more.
off or not.
Yeah, he
one
only
left.
has
Yeah,
1
I
more.
just want to make sure.
He still got armor.
I'm gonna play this.
El Trape. That's where things get interesting.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and attack with the mini Phoenix.
What's the name of the purple hero? Oh, this is Raskin. He's actually one of our new heroes. Or
And
he's been around.
To get a counter strike from my.
You were
my
frozen.
mini Phoenix.
Yeah, you were frozen,
You're
Jay,
frozen.
so don't work.
Why you keep freezing me, bro?
This is actually one of our newer heroes that we're re-showcasing. We showcased him in the past, but we actually brought him back out. So his name's Raskin. He's one of the dark heroes,
Parallax.
and he's a sentinel, a different hero type in our universe. Jason's actually showcasing him tonight. Ooh, man, that's a 10.
All right, so discard one of your. Oh, you don't have any discard cards.
Discard. But you get to draw from his randomly from his pool.
Let's see if we get 0 life.
Really?
Ooh, I'm the ammo king. I'm pulling all your ammo.
So that's 1 plus so that's
6.
4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6,
That's
7.
7
So 2 energy,
altogether.
2 energy, yeah, 2 energy damage, and 3 kinetic.
That's
Dang.
4. It's 4.
Yeah, 4 plus 1 for the ammo, and then 2 energy. So you actually your armor is gonna resist.
Yeah.
3 of
So
that.
I'm gonna just take 4.
Yeah. And 1 durability down.
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm trying to. All right. Gonna destroy 1 here, and then we're gonna go up 11. Actually, I can't go up to 11, so I'm gonna just go back up to 21.
Man. So he paid the cost of 11 points, but he can only go up to the maximum of what the hero is allowed to go. So his shield is 21. Though he technically can pass that point, you can't go past what the hero's energy shield points are. So he has to cap it out at 21, no matter what he paid for the cost. I could tell you guys one thing, man. You got your hero items all at a good time, man. Especially early into the fight.
For real, huh?
Yeah, it's definitely what's causing the pendulum to sway back and forth.
You got exile that one. Exile that one.
Okay, doubling up.
And we are going to go ahead and target with the Permafrost.
Permafrost. Targeting of 8.
Let's see what you got. Another grenade probably in there. All right. So I hit.
That's 9.
So let's see what's in there. Come on, flip it over. Flippity flippity.
Oh, here we
flippity
go.
flop.
For anything.
Orbital Shield. Play this card face down. You and your allies ignore all damage from equipped weapon and abilities until the end of your turn. So you can't even target him.
Yeah, and I'm not frozen, and
Yeah, but he dealt no damage.
yep.
So, but what's great about this is that you see the blue text at the bottom. With Reinforced Shield attached to your hero, this card remains activated for 2 turns. So he actually has Reinforced Shield activated on his hero. So it is strengthened this card, and that's the cool thing about it, that it synergized the 2 cards to allow this card to last a whole nother turn. So Brandon can't even target him the next turn either. Can't deal no damage, at least with a weapon. Oh, and abilities actually. He can't hit him with anything. So it's actually a free pass. There we go. And he cancels his turn.
Yeah.
So Jason, it's your turn. Well played.
So quiet.
I know, right? The anticipation. Oh, here's the mother load right here. So this is a key card for a Sentinel. It's called the Superior Strength. Attached to your hero, add 10 life points. So Jason's life points is actually going to jump up, or Raskin's going to jump up 10 more life points. So this is the only real way to be able to get life points in the game. It's a gift, and it can be a curse, because there are other cards that can remove vitalities from heroes. So if this gets removed from Raskin, he'll instantly lose 10 life points. So it's a good and a bad thing. But right now, it's definitely very beneficial for him.
All right, let's look over here. What's going on over here?
So with 2 options to exile 2 cards once V triggered, reduce
Back
1
with the
energy
mini
by
Phoenix.
1 to get your shields back up a bit. Makes it a lot more viable
5, 11,
and a lot more powerful. Not saying OP, but just commenting based off
the
of
other one as well.
previous games before the new rules.
Right, and we felt like that change actually made it more viable. And it's choice, too. You don't have to choose to exile 2 cards. But at least it allows you to give that option to build storage energy points back after V-triggering. But, and still allows you to keep the balance of keeping your shields up and still can play cards. So that's where we were at, and we were very satisfied with testing that. I'm glad you noticed that. I appreciate your comments on that too, KC. We really do appreciate that. Brandon worked very hard to try to get that balance out, and I think we nailed it.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and lose a storage energy point.
So you go up 5-6 points. What's your vitality?
And then we're going to draw 2. Whew. Thank you.
Oh, here we go. This is where things get really dirty. So this is the thing about mini Phoenixes. They synergize together. So now with 2 of the same weapons, with the same 2 of the same name weapons equipped, add 2 damage to both of the value of both weapons. So this now will do 4 damage, and the other Phoenix is going to do 4. But counter shot is where it's really at, because now with them 2 together, he's actually going to deal 2 kinetic damage back to the enemy with both weapons. So it can deal up to 4 damage back. It's pretty rugged. Those pistols.
Yeah, and it doesn't specify I need it to be activated.
When damaged by an equipped weapon, You deal 1 kinetic damage to that enemy. Add 1 more damage with 2 of the Phoenix, the same name, same time. Yeah.
All right.
Just needs to
So
be
I'm gonna go
equipped.
ahead and attack with the mini Phoenix.
So your targeting is 5. His defense is 12. Oh, that one's actually a hit. Wow. That's a hit.
How much?
So it's going to be 4.
So we have deadly ability with 2 of the same name weapons equipped. Add 2 to the damage value on both weapons.
So it's going to be 4. Mm-hmm.
4.
So do 1 damage, and then my durability goes down once.
Yep.
And then the other mini Phoenix is going to.
You don't have ammo on it, Jay.
No, I don't. No. I'm gonna go with the parallax.
Oh, that's a big
That
hit.
hits.
That's a big hit.
Go ahead and
Nothing on discard, so you don't get that boost. But
let me go ahead and see how much more damage it does.
Gonna do 4.
Jason just gets the bad luck, man.
This is Brandon over there.
It's like he knew you were gonna be using this.
And since you lost that one, it actually didn't do 4. I actually accounted for the 7, but you didn't hit it, so I'm gonna go back up 1.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Brandon's over there cheating, man.
No, he counted the discard one. The 1 pull, if he's discarded, he pulls over, it automatically takes that damage.
All right, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Oh, we're getting to the bottom of the deck, guys. I don't know. And Jason's still got plenty of cards. Brandon's struggling a little bit.
You never know. He got some magic in his hands right now.
He might need something. Definitely get rid of that card. You don't need that, Brandon. That was late.
You gotta be coaching. What is this?
I'm just saying, I don't see his hand, but I just seen what he got rid of, and he definitely want to get rid of that card and possibly that card. So he got rid of the Glacier mod, which will increase damage by 1 and energy damage by 1. But the problem is he already got the Glacier mod and Optic mod.
Stole one of your storage. Stole one of your storage.
Jay, he's energy drain. Okay.
Oh shit! I didn't activate. Excuse my language. I didn't activate my trap card. Next time I will.
I haven't attacked you yet, so you're good.
Oh, don't worry.
I stole one of your storage, and with that being that, I am gonna go ahead and target with the permafrost.
You can't because
remember,
that's shield, right?
Other armors that are gonna come out that do other stuff too. So
I missed with the permafrost, so I'm gonna target with the Revo.
Oh my gosh, I want to see the Revo hit,
4.
man.
All right, and does this thing activate upon being targeted, or is this upon being hit?
I got it searched.
Oh. I was gonna say you can just look underneath it.
It's after being targeted.
Oh, so it does proc.
All right.
So after being targeted, so he was already targeted. It procced his energy barricade. So play this card face down. After your hero has been targeted, add 2 defense to you and your allies for 2 turns. Wow. So that's actually going to increase his defense by 2. So he's currently 14. So he's 16 at total. It's going to be a hard guy to hit now, at least for 2 rounds. Oh, I think he's gonna defend this. He's building a wall now, B. He's waiting for you to. He's gonna life you out.
I'm waiting on him.
That's the Jason
tactics,
though, man.
It's your turn.
It's Jay's turn. That's that. You see, that's the problem with Jason's builds, man. He builds these walls, and it becomes a pain in the butt to get through. I think it just might be working out in his favor. I don't care what y'all say. This is a very intense battle. I mean, it's gone back and forth several times, and right when you think it's hitting its pinnacle point, man, it's just. And I can't believe you guys still got armor. Wait, hold on. Did your armor break, Brandon?
Yeah, it's done.
Oh, it's still on your hero, though.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and attack with the Mini Phoenix.
All right, so that's 5 targeting. His defense is 12. You need that 7. Oh, that's a miss. Okay.
All right, I'm going to attack with the Parallax.
That's that 9. Just need a 3. Oh, I saw that 1 in the air.
4 plus 9 is 13. It hits.
4.
That's right. 4, so he's going to eliminate, one of those over. Which takes 1 additional damage for that. It's transition. And now, Jay, don't pull a freaking ammo. Here. Don't pull an ammo.
4, 5, 6.
There we go. Something decent. There's 2 more.
7, 8.
So that's going to be 6 plus 3 is 9.
4, 5. Yeah, it's 9 in total. 2 energy.
Why is it 9 in total?
Because he pulled one. He pulled one from he pulled 1 from your discard over, which is 1 damage. This one. Then he pulled energy summon, which is 2 more damage.
All right.
Yeah.
Why is there so many though? I'm still not understanding.
Oh, it's 2. My bad. It's not 9. It's 7.
It's 2 energy.
It is 7.
8. I'm sorry. 6 plus 2 is 8.
It's 9. It's 4, 6, 8. Yeah, and that's what I took.
Yeah.
I took 8.
My bad.
What did we say? 7?
For some reason, I thought it was 3.
Y'all coming up with some bullshit numbers. That's why I keep asking.
Oh, calm down, B.
Oh, my bad.
Sound like you
I didn't mean to cuss. My bad. It's PG-13 tonight.
Only
So
say the
4,
F word 1
5,
time
6.
in PG-13. You know that,
Yeah,
right?
that might be it. Yeah.
All right.
All right. So I took 8 damage because that's what I counted. I don't know what y'all counting.
No, it's 8 damage. You're right.
But
I thought it was 3.
Right.
That's my fault.
It's 9. I don't see how y'all.
So look
2.
at the
This
card.
is the
So
one I
it's
pulled,
4
Charlie.
plus 2 is 6. Plus that card is 8.
2 plus 6.
I mean, well, the 2 energy damage, right? Default by the gun. So it has 2 energy damage. Then after swapping the 1 over, which is the 1.
What are you talking about? The 1 for what?
From the ability, from taking out from discard.
I didn't do that ability. It was this ability, Charlie.
It doesn't matter.
No,
it's by default. It doesn't matter. It's default.
No, you're reading it wrong.
After damaging the enemy, take 1 card from their discard pile and exile it.
Exile it,
All right,
yes.
you're right.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
right. I'm bugging.
Yeah.
My fault, guys. Moderator's tripping.
All right. Stop tripping, man.
Yeah, let me stop tripping. Oh, man, you got a handful here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. And then 3 cards left in the bank. All right, guys, just to kind of let you guys know, again, I know I've already talked about it earlier, but if Brandon is not able to draw cards, that then start to tap into the life pool, and that could be a very, very big deal.
And once feature good, you have the pool too.
Yeah, so it's going to double the life. Oh, here we go. We got something coming out very powerful. Oh, the Celestial Sphere. This is a very powerful sniper rifle, man. This can change the fight, actually. If he's got the ammo, this just might change the fight. These sniper rifles are a force to be reckoned with.
He's taking cover. You got to get the cannon out on me.
Yeah, them sniper rifles are a force to be reckoned with. And they require 3 ammunition. That's the biggest thing about them. Oh, we got 1 out. Hold on. Oh, we got 2. Hold on. Oh, we got all 3 of them ammunitions. No way. Okay, this is going to be very interesting now. Though they're not stacked properly. Oh. Supposed to start from the top to bottom. Now doing some funky stuff. Don't even worry about it.
I screwed it all up.
That was a cool.
It's all there.
Y'all
just gotta believe.
You know what?
That
I'll fix it. I'll fix it on the back end. Go ahead. Handle what you gotta handle. Let me see if I can fix it for you.
All right.
Let me fix this real quick because now it's gonna bug me out. Two. 3. Weapon. Boom. We're all good.
All right,
That's
so
my OCD kicking in.
with that being done,
Oof.
we're gonna go ahead and target with the permafrost. What is your defense at? 16 now? Some ridiculous number.
50, yeah, 16 because of the shield. Ooh,
So I
he
hit,
nailed
and
it.
I got the ability.
And the ability, so he's frozen. Oh man. All right, so where's the damage looking like? I guess you broke the armor now.
So you resist 3, so it does 2 shield. You'll resist those 2 as well. So it does the 2 glacier.
Yep. 2 glacier.
And then since you're frozen, it does an additional 2 for my V-trigger ability.
Yep, for Veil. Veil applies 2 more damage, kinetic damage with every weapon to a frozen enemy, which this could be the change of the fight right now.
All right, so I'm going to now target with the...
what was the damage on that one?
Just 4 altogether.
All right, go.
All right, so...
That was 4 minus my 2, right?
Yeah, I minus the 2 and I
just making
minus
sure.
the 3 for the armor. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and target with the Celestial Sphere.
This was the mean one right here. I gotta see this shot. Oh! Ah! Oh
So
man,
9,
I think
so
that's a hit. 7,
so that hits.
8, 9. Yeah, that's definitely hit.
So,
the trade-off: choose to take 2 kinetic damage to target it again. Wow. Okay, so add 1 kinetic damage for each die roll that exceeds the target's defense value. Wow. So if you targeted 7, 8, 9, 10, that's...
So it does. So this one will do
8, 9,
7
10,
damage
11,
altogether.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So his defense is 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There's 3. 6,
All right.
I think it
You good on the count in there? I went 2 over.
I think it's 8.
I went 2 over.
You did?
Because I got 9 there.
9.
Plus the 7, so that's 16.
16. Yeah, you're right. 2 over. All right.
2 over
plus 5.
So that's 7
5, 6,
altogether.
7. Yep.
Yeah. All right.
And you could choose to take, I think the other thing is to take 2 life damage if you want to target again with Celestial.
No, it's just 2 kinetic damage.
Yeah, you take 2 kinetic damage.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to do that, but I am going to target with the Revo now. And I do another additional 2 because you're frozen, my bad.
Oh.
So
right.
do another additional 2 there.
Yeah, you see that synergy stack with Solaris, man, is just ugly.
So now I'm attacking with the
Veil,
Revo.
Veil, I'm sorry.
5. That's a miss completely. Yeah. And
well, it's 5, 6, 7 because you're I.
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's a super miss. All right, does his have bonus? Jason's, this is defensibility.
Yeah, my defense is
card.
16.
Hey, you got rid of that card though. That was the last.
Defensibility card.
So now your defense is back to 4, just regular 14.
Yeah, roll over. It's like, oh wait, hold on. 14, 15, 16. You know what? He brings up a good point. Casey brought up a good point, bro. Was that barricade up active at that shot when you sniped? Yeah, so technically you didn't overhit him because that barricade was up. So his defense was 2. So that extra over exceeded damage you did,
okay.
He resisted 2 of that. So because of the shield. You're right, Casey, you're absolutely correct. Jason, you go up 2 life points or 2.
I put it up already.
Yeah. Yeah, so that energy barrier shield increased that for him.
Sure that.
Good call.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, right, Casey? Come on now. Come on now.
Yo, you can see that. Yo, Casey's like, yo, I'm focused to this fight. This is a good fight, man. Oh, we got armor back out. Here we go. All he's got to do is he's just got to outlast him. That's it. He just got to be able to last these shots.
Don't worry about no armor. Come on now.
This sniper penetrate? No, this one don't penetrate armor.
All right, I'm gonna attack with the mini Phoenix.
That's a good thing about the Art of War brand. A lot of Art of War penetrates through armor, so that's a good brand you want to kick with. That's 5, 6,
7 plus 5, which is gonna be 13. 12. I'm sorry. So it hits.
Yep.
Then it's gonna be 4 damage.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
I'm gonna attack with the parallax.
Six, 7, 8.
Go ahead and discard one of your cards to there. Shuffle it. Let me pull.
Oh, it's gonna be a big boy. This one's gonna be a big boy. Oh, 3. 3
3.
more.
So I'll take those 3. So 1, 2, 3. All right, and then what are we working with here?
6.
6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You went up on the energy shield.
My bad. I went down on the
life.
life.
Still going up.
And then I went down on the life and went up on the shield.
I didn't understand what was going on for a second.
Casey. I was sitting there like, huh?
I was.
All right, go ahead, B. It's your turn.
Oh man, here we go. What are we at?
So
3
we're gonna
cards.
destroy 1, and we're gonna go up to 11 here, right?
Yep.
All right, this is the Hail Mary. You realize that?
This is it.
B, you should be down
pull one
back. Why you pull 3? Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
I have the counter strike.
I didn't hear what you said. Charlie was talking.
I have the counter strike on my mini Phoenix. You should have been taking down some more damage. But
Probably.
I didn't call it when it happened.
Yeah, you gotta start.
No, you don't. You were frozen though.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're frozen.
You keep forgetting you're frozen.
Yeah, when you're frozen, you can't counter strike.
See how that works at Glacier?
That's synergy, bro. Here we go. This is that Hail Mary. I don't know. I think he could still last another round. If he misses, he could definitely last another round.
Be like the roll like that where he misses though. So
I don't know,
All right,
bro.
so we're gonna
with this one. Exiling.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I just had to flip this deck back over.
All right, so that's a 1 boost. Has a 2 boost right there. Oh, he's gonna increase the damage. Oh, I see what's happening right now. Oh,
so go ahead and get rid of that life card.
Here it is.
Vitality.
This is what I was talking about. So battle damage. Choose an enemy's attached vitality card and discard it. This is what I told you guys. If he was to lose that vitality that increases his life, the superior strength, he's going to instantly lose that life points. And so now that he has used the battle damage, it's going to remove that card from his hero, and he's going to instantly lose 10 points. This is going to be the wow. I don't know, man. I don't know. Playing his trap.
Oops.
What'd that cost?
It costs 3.
Oh, okay. Ooh, it's coming down to the wire. You're absolutely correct, Casey. I think everyone's pulling all the stops at this point. It can still turn. When you think you got it, you don't got it, man. I don't know. Oh, and he's gonna modify the celestial sphere. Look, there ain't no need for targeting this with this bad boy. Let me see, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, you still got to target with that. Yeah, you still got to target. You need a 5, but if that celestial sphere connects, man. Oh no, he's got armor. Hold on, guys. I'm underplaying Raskin here. He probably can resist some of this stuff here. Hold on a minute.
All right, going with the permafrost first.
Oh, that's a hit. Dang.
That's 9. You're frozen.
Here's that multiplier. And
all right, so you're frozen. I am gonna hit the multiplier, so I'm gonna destroy 2 here.
I knew it.
So we're going to do 6 total kinetic damage and 2 glacier damage. So that's 6, 7, 8 damage altogether.
It's 6 in his end game.
Yep. Yeah, because even with the armor resistance.
And then I would have done the 2 with
the glacier. Yeah, his.
Oh, you know
what? Yeah. You know what? Last round, when you hit with that extra 2 that we took away, I think it still applied because of...
I thought that's why I took the extra 2 was because of that.
I think
I don't know.
It should have applied, actually. I don't think we were over on that. But anyways, it doesn't matter. Wow, what a heck of a turnaround, man. I got to be real.
Technically, Casey's right. My shield, since I put the armor on, my energy shield goes up once, so I should have 1 life right now. But he'll kill me with the next weapon.
Right. Well, no. We're going to play by the chance. Let's go. Let's go. That's right. The shield should have went up. Let's go. Oh, yeah, that's not a miss. That's a hit.
Yeah.
So, all right, we played it out to its fullest. Yeah, that freaking Phoenix mod right there. That's gonna Phoenix's eye. But yeah, man, that was a heck of a turnout, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. There were very many sweaty moments in this fight.
That was a good fight.
The pendulum swing back and forth.
Brandon got to cheat to win, but
honestly, I just didn't. I didn't, man. I thought honestly you were gonna clutch him on the cards. Like, he literally got all the way down to the last bit of his cards and pulled that out.
Give me that belt back,
Brandon,
Jay.
but I have one question to ask. I got one quick question to ask.
Boy. Y'all was being
lucky,
slick.
Because if I
y'all were being real slick. First of all, I need to get at both of y'all.
You so lucky. I just needed to get back.
First of all, I need to get at both of y'all. Y'all was being slick, because had I known this was a possibility, it would have been a way different deck build. Let me tell you that, because I didn't get to take from my discard pile at all, because y'all tried.
Just know.
But I still made it work either way, even though you messed up my whole strategy.
Hold on. Yo, he had the final outcome. This would have really... If you didn't take his life out...
This is some Sentinel abilities I was holding out with.
Yeah, the final outcome really can change the fight of this entire game, man. You lose 5 life points, but every weapon you have on the field gains 5 damage. That's the trade-off of the final outcome, and it really does help rip shop. And look at the artwork, man. He has one of our signature shoulder cannons and both of the Nebuli guns, man. This is what happens when a Nebuli soldier comes running at you in the fields.
I got and I had more of the life vitalities in my deck that I didn't get to. Let me see what else, because we're showing the new character. I just want to
I see superior strength. He had a few more superior strengths, man. If he would have been able to put that back on, he could have. Oh man,
no, I had superior strength. I had another superior strength, but
you didn't even get a chance to use your Sentinel rounds.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was waiting for, the Sentinel rounds.
Oh, to put it on the Mini Phoenix.
Yep.
That would have.
But yeah, so you can let the shots. Yeah, Charlie, you can show them some of these cards, because these are new Sentinel cards.
Yeah, so the Sentinel rounds, man, these Sentinel rounds are actually pretty cool, because the Sentinel rounds are treated like regular ammunition. The difference is that the Sentinel class can add an additional energy damage and an additional kinetic damage by attaching these to their weapons, which makes those weapons deal a heck of a lot more damage. I mean, think about it. If you had 4 of these or 3 of these attached to your weapon that takes 3, like a sniper rifle, you're going to rip shop. Or SMGs and auto rifles that take 2. This is adding 2 more kinetic damage to that weapon just by adding ammunition that you need to fire it with anyways. And then, of course, with your mods added to it, it'll really deal some damage, man. These Sentinel rounds are really tough. But Brandon, you know what? I have a quick question to ask you. Did you have battle damage in your hand the whole time? Or did you just so happen to pull it as the last few cards? Like, did it just work out that way, or is?
Oh no, I just pulled, but I knew it was coming though. I only put 1 in my hand because, like I said, y'all bamboozled me. I was expecting to play Solaris. So
wow.
I set my deck up to get rid of the defense card, the +2 defense, but it ended up working out anyways because I still needed it.
Dude, it almost
was a
felt
good game.
With watching it felt like I felt like you had it, and you were just waiting for that pinnacle moment to strip him of his vitality, because that was going to be the. Well, actually, I don't know, because you did land the Celestial Sphere, and I don't know how much more over you would have actually done. Which he still had his armor, so he would have resisted 3. I think he would have lived this round. He would have definitely.
Yeah, I was a little worried. I was really counting on using my energy surge to bring back my discard pile. Mm-hmm. So like I almost got into a decking situation. That's the only thing that worried me when I realized I was playing Raskin.
And
I was
remember,
like, oh dang!
Remember when we talked back? Remember back when we were talking about that being a concern card?
Yeah.
Now watching this fight, it's a necessary card. You know, that card is very... I didn't realize when we designed the Dark class to really reap your pools, being a thing that could really hurt the Conjurers. And this is a Sentinel. Like, this is a Sentinel doing this. Imagine the Dark Conjurers.
If you're building like a quick deck, like that's what I was pretty much doing. I don't know if you noticed, but I only had 3 weapons in my hand.
Yeah, I was wondering about
deck,
that. It took a while for y'all to throw out weapons. I was wondering what was going on.
So I only had those 3 weapons.
Ammo.
I had about 14 ammo because I knew I was just going to be burning every single ammo I got. I was like, I'm going to discard every single ammo I get until I get the ones that I need, and then I hold on to those.
Which honestly worked to your favor, because having all those ammos in your deck, when Jason was doing his swap out, he was throwing it in the point. He was pulling more of your ammos than he was your ability cards. Because imagine if you were just reaping havoc with abilities, and he was using that as damage with his parallax, would have really tore you up. Especially if they cost like 5, 6... those abilities would have really ripped you up if he's using that parallax up against you, man. But yeah, like Jason said, this is a showcasing of our Sentinel class. This is actually going to be one of the standard characters that will be available upon launch. And he will also be, this is the Dark Energy class. But this will be a character that will be available upon launch. You will be able to get Raskin, you'll be able to get Veil, and you'll be able to get Solaris upon launch. So he is an order member hero that you'll be able to get, and he's a whole different energy class type that you'll be able to finagle with. So we'll definitely have him available.
The energy, and then there's like the dark energy. There's dark energy shift in here, which I didn't get to use.
Oh, so yeah, dark energy shift
classes.
Show that.
Dark energy class abilities that will be with him that you guys haven't seen before.
So Dark Energy Shift, it basically curses the enemy for 2 turns and exiles a card from the enemy's discard pile. You search a card from your exile pile and place it at the top of your deck. So it's a way of pulling from your exile back to your deck, and you actually pull from the enemy's discard pile and throw it in the exile. Kind of like what the Parallax was doing every time he was hitting his enemy. This is an ability, but on top of that, it stacks the curse on them. Yeah, so why curse is critical for the dark class is because it doesn't allow your players or your enemies to play any energy storage energy points, which is pretty much your resources for the game. You won't be able to play cards, activate cards. It actually hurt Brandon bad when Jason used the grenade. Was it procced. He couldn't use his stacking ability on the permafrost because it required him to destroy 2 storage energy points, but the fact that it was cursed, he can't do nothing with his storage energy points, so it actually hindered him from using that multiplier, which is really cool, man. I think this fight was I'm glad you guys showcased it, because I think you showcased a lot of stuff. You guys definitely showcased the weapon mods, how powerful weapons can be, and how they can sway back and forth. I think it was a really good tight fight, man.
Because I know people worry about a balanced fight in the game. The balance is there. And hopefully the way it's going to work out is in August, we're going to release the Raskin starter deck for you
on
guys
Tabletop Sim to start playing with it.
To try them out on Tabletop Simulator before the Kickstarter.
All right, well, without further ado, y'all.
We kept you guys late.
Yeah, we know it's real late.
To tell you that last thing that the August will be releasing Raskin for you guys to try out. So you guys will be y'all are the first to know that stayed the whole time to watch the first showcase of Raskin. So
the re-showcase, because we showcased him a while back, but that was an older style. I think this is a newer. Yeah, it's definitely much more updated.
I don't think Raskin has ever fought against Veil. I think that's the first time Raskin's ever fought against Veil, because he's only fought against Vanquishers.
Yeah, you're right. We did put him up against a lot of times against Saigon. So a lot of the older
Saigon
stuff.
And Cyber, yeah.
Saigon and Cyber. I don't think he really went up against another, which is another prime example. We put him against Vanquishers, which in our universe are just super overpowered characters. But in the board game, it's just another character. It's just how you play the character is what's going to matter for the most part, and how you synergize them and how you make your build. So we do have a huge open sandbox for you guys to dabble into, and I know you guys are going to build some great, crazy stuff here. Casey, again, I appreciate you. You seem to be the rule police, man. My man was calling all the shots right there.
My
he was
guy
like,
right there.
You were doing this, you weren't doing that. Hold on, he had this, he had that, and that was good, because honestly, I was not paying attention to all those things, man. I was just so into the fight. I was just seeing the outcomes and how everything played out. But overall, it was a great fight. I'm glad we were managed and able to showcase the game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget, if you're watching this on a later YouTube video, leave a comment. If there was something about the game that you wanted to have any questions, you can feel free to join our Discord and chat with us. We're pretty active there every night. It is pretty late for us tonight, so we're going to go ahead and cut short. We usually go through all of our Patreon members that are part of our Patreon. But just know, Patreons, we love you guys. We appreciate your support. And if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be at the level of where we're at right now. We really do appreciate you guys. We'll go through the list on the next state of the game, but we really do appreciate all you guys. So we're going to go ahead and cut it from right here. Until the next state of the game, Vanquishers.
We out.
We are out.